do you mean?
I never said that.
Where were you?
I never said that. I never said
Anyway, guys, we are back. A Shot of Soca is here, and we have an amazing guest. Like, I'm actually happy this episode.
that. Who's the guest? Me, right? As the guest? Anya is not the guest? Because I mean.
Well, at this point, you might as well be a guest host because where were you?
What's my? I was missing for one episode. You do not give for the things. I was going AMIA like how I did at the beginning of the year.
Listen, I was. Yes, as you said. Anyway, we have an amazing guest, and no, it's not Super Trini vibes. You can put your your rag down or your flag. We have another Trini, which is why I'm here today with the Trini flag. I felt left out, but Triniboi Jooice. Triniboi, bottle over me head.
Is it?
Sorry.
Superstar in the building.
Listen.
What's the man? The man of the queen.
He knows the queen. He
the
knows
king,
everybody.
the man of Harry,
He's
Meghan.
famous now. I don't even know how we got here how we got him here.
Watch me. And I tell you, I had to put rare strings.
Listen.
Rare strings.
Had to call every friend that we know.
Call management and say, hey, what's going on? We ready?
Okay, now, mama, guy thing.
But no, introduce yourself.
Yeah, big up, man. I'm glad. Triniboi Jooice, I'm here. I'm live. I shut a Soca. I had to come and touch the the platform, for sure. Cause you guys been doing fantastic, And
Thank you.
Listen,
Thank
let me
you.
get it. Come
I was going to say it back to you. I'm sure.
you guys have been doing a fantastic job. And it's an honor for me to be here. So I give thanks.
Thank you. It's an honor to have you. Like, honestly, it's an honor to have you. This is like basically Soca royalty, UK Soca scene royalty right here.
Give thanks, man.
I gotta say, you know as you see it.
Yeah.
So long, you've been working hard, and we've been seeing your progression, and we are so thankful that you're taking the time out of your real busy schedule. You
Listen.
performed last night together with the Viking and the Vi Queen.
Yes.
And the next day you're up and in front of the camera with we. We respect that and we say thank you for being here.
No, it's important. It's important, you know what I mean? That's nothing, you know what I mean? It's essential to what we are building, And I say we because your platform is one of the pillars.
We got pillar now?
Yeah, you got a pillar now.
Wait,
You
hold
graduate to a pillar.
Wait.
So it's not a lamppost no more.
No, it can't no lamppost, no, it's a pillar now. You understand? In the sense of what you guys are doing and how you're doing it, it's important that we have the right representation and the right platforms that is doing the right things. You know what I mean? And what you guys are doing and championing, it's big.
Man, I'm feeling like a bite of shit on a 25-cent party here, yes?
Who?
But that's a Trini thing.
I know. I was just,
Sorry.
First of all, I didn't even hear what you said.
Hold up. Trini, wait. Before I ask you
I feel like
question, right? You see what Annie wearing, right? And you see the colors, right?
Yeah.
Ask you where she from now.
And
Listen,
it's
I will
illusion.
do this. Thank you. Yeah, I'm Lucian, but obviously I had to come to represent.
But I don't understand this. Why you never represent? Because I here. Because Triniboi Jooice here, you're representing now.
What's
You're
your
doing
point?
this. I feel you're doing this in a kind of spiteful kind of way because
Big up
you
Annie,
understand-
man.
you
Yeah.
understand?
But
You do it in
watch
spiteful
how
way.
it back to front because Annie wearing Trini and I wearing signature, I wearing blue. So big up,
And you're there with
big
the
up,
yellow cushion.
Oh,
big up
yeah.
so
Annie
you
color.
did
Look, it's Lucian colors
So
right
that's all you
there.
plan this then?
I don't know. I
You
didn't.
understand? Because I really look
I
here
missed
now.
the memo.
Watch me. It take me a whole hour and a half to figure out why I wear this.
Wait.
Boom, even down to the socks.
Yeah. What?
You understand?
Of course, flying.
Yeah, true.
Flying.
You know? But
I'm
look-
here with two Trinis I had to represent today.
I mean, what we gonna do? But Triniboi Jooice,
Yeah, man.
it's been a while, we haven't spoken in front of a camera before. And I'm gonna ask you why the name Triniboi Jooice? Where that started?
I always so Triniboi is self-explanatory is my cultural upbringing is where I got my grounding from, who I was as a person, what I wanted to represent, coming over here young and having the two lifestyles now, like growing up in Trinidad, then coming here when I was now establishing myself in Trinidad and then boom, you had to move over. I felt like, Trini is important. The Juicy part was more so of a when I became an artist to write music or to create content, I wanted it to be palatable now. I wanted it to be Moorish. So I say, well, what is the most Moorish factor? What kind of name I could use to draw people in?
Yeah.
And I said, juicy is like a mango. You know when you suck a mango and
And
you
you
run
juice
through your
your
hand.
hand,
And it comes round,
It's
listen,
like-
your mouth,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
arm, you're everywhere.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Just sticky afterwards.
that's it.
Annie.
No, but
I?
yeah, you understand what I mean? Like it's like I was like my music. I want it to be juicy. When you hear it, you want to hear more. You know what I mean? It's that kind of return factor. You know, you had it and I had to go back for some more. So that's where the name Triniboi Jooice come from.
That's
really?
the political answer you're giving me.
No, that's the answer.
I feel like
the
that's the
answer.
political answer because when you say you get a little taste and I'll come back for more. You know? I just say it sounds political the way you say it.
No,
because there
that's
might be
no
other reasons why. you know?
Genuinely, I mean, it all depends on, you know,
Which
it all
mango
depends
it
on the
was.
perspective.
Listen, I
You
will
know what I
say
mean?
from now, this podcast, we have no filter. The only thing we do not do is to disrespect people because I'm
Yeah.
not here for that.
Yeah.
It's a platform. But you talk real thing. Come on.
Yeah, no, that's no,
Let me ask you
no,
this now.
no.
What kind of mango we talking about? Julie mango, long mango, dudus,
Starch,
starch.
long mango, yeah.
What kind of
John
mango?
mango. No, is no. Honestly, like that was my
Mango vert.
that was my
Real mango.
no, that was really my that is what I wanted to because even when I said it, like I remember I went to certain events. And I'll never forget. I ain't go loud up the person, but when I told them my name is Triniboi Jooice, they laughed at me. I say, hey, my name is Triniboi Jooice, and they say Triniboi Jooice, oh. And they laughed. And I said, but who is this man? You laugh at me. Who is you? Who the hell is you?
Yeah.
So I went and researched this man, and I was like, yo, your thing is garbage, bro. Like you ain't even say nothing, nah, boy. No
Yeah.
big man thing. You ain't even say nothing. And that gave me a motivation because it was like, I remember when I was planting that seed in the beginning of who I am and what I represent, you know, people would laugh at the name because they don't understand.
Yeah.
And often that's the reaction they get when you do something new.
Yep.
You know, people don't know
Yeah.
how to be receptive to it. They don't know how to
Yep.
embrace it.
Embrace it, yeah, because nobody likes something new, you know.
No.
Nobody likes
People
nobody,
don't like change.
It's not nobody likes something new, it's that nobody knows how to deal
With something new.
with something new, you know? So yeah, the name Triniboi Jooice and the ring, you know, it came, it had a little ring now, Triniboi Jooice, like, what do you mean, Juicy? I remember I'd perform at some Jamaican events and them yard man was anti-Juicy.
Hard.
They say, yo, my
I
dog,
can imagine.
yo dog, me
Fire
can't
for
call
that.
you, me can't call no man no Juicy. Brother, me can't call you Juicy. And I remember I said,
I
big
can
man,
imagine fire for that.
it's fire. Why for that? You know what I mean? Fire. And I would say, yo, when I spread the vibes, you go understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
well, we get the full scope of who Triniboi Jooice, where the name derived from.
The name.
Earlier, shout out Soca. We are here. Wonderful Annie. Yours truly, Super Trini Vibes. And now we know Triniboi Jooice.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Well, I have a question to ask you. Now we know why the name, but why the artist? What made you start your journey into music? And why Soca specifically? Because being here in the UK, there's many avenues you could have gone down. But why?
So what I would say is, so how it started for me is I came over here in through Pan, being a Pan player. So I won Panorama 98 in Trinidad with New Tones. And my mom was born here. She left here when she was 5. So where we lived in Trinidad is the bottom of Lavantil. So like where people would regard as Lavantil is like the Peckham of Trinidad. You know what I mean?
Don't say that loud.
You know what I mean? So nobody want to go to
No,
that way. You know what I mean?
don't say that
On my
loud.
father's side, it was a Rima. So, you know, it was like, and that's why I played Pan. And we had an opportunity where somebody came in, basically. A man came in, it's like football now, like a transfer now. A man come in and he said, well, two guys came in. They said they want me to come to so Germany was one of the options to move to Germany as a 9-year-old to go and play with a band in Germany, or move to England to play with Ebony. You know, and my father said, well, you can't take one and not take the other. So he had to take he and his brother, you know what I mean? He not going alone. So we decided, family decided England because mom obviously was mom was born there, you know? So we moved over there. And yeah, I came here as a young musician. I toured with Billy Ocean, you know, from the age of 9 years old. I was touring with Billy Ocean with Ebony Steel Band. You know, the first place that I remember performing was Cannes, south of France, Cannes, festival. And I got to talk shit as a little boy coming from the Caribbean. I seen white breasts on the beach. And it was the norm now, boy. Like, sorry, no, it was like the norm now. Sorry, I could.
Listen, as I said, there's no filter on this podcast.
I remember little boy, what going on here? Like, it's just some people walking around naked as a born in the south of France, and it was like, yo, like this is crazy.
Like a Congo man, eh?
Brother,
I
like
Sparrow in your head right now.
Never hit a white media guy. But like, I remember seeing like some, you know, and it was like, yo, you know, and that was kind of like my first ever experience, you know, being on stage. And then we fast forward years on the line. What made me go into being an artist was I was at college. So I studied at West Ham's College. Finished secondary school, went to West Ham College, and I was very close with Tunji. So Ola Tunji was living here. And it was actually DJ Shiny, Grenadian. He encouraged me, he said, yo, Juicy, come by me and record. Because actually I'm a trained dancer. So I studied performing arts. I have a degree in performing arts, right? So I went to the Mumford University. I was given a scholarship because of my grades. And Shiny, before I went to college, so I used to play football and I was a performing arts. And Shiny was the one who said to me, look, yo, come by me and record. And I used to go by his house. And the first time I recorded, he used to play on a station called Platinum FM back in the day. And I remember I used to listen. And the time I recorded the first demo, he played it. And I was like, yo, this...
You look like you.
Yo, I feel nice. I didn't know what I was doing, but it felt good. And he encouraged me. He was like, yo, you need to record. And Tunji had left London. He moved back to Trinidad. And I was here. And Shani was like, yo, you need to put out songs. Like, so I linked with Iron Fist Studios, Kebwe, and I recorded my first time I go in a studio and recording properly. And yeah, for me it was more about like I looked at the UK scene and I saw like what was missing. And at the time we had people like Chardonnay. She's one of my biggest inspiration. Like that, she was one of the ones like as a vocalist, producer, writer, like top tier.
It's crazy because not a lot of people would know her now.
A lot of people don't know about Chardonnay. And then you had men like Scrappy. Scrappy was
Listen,
like...
Scrappy is the
as you said,
godfather,
the godfather you was talking about it earlier.
Scrappy is the godfather of UK soca.
Yep.
Scrappy was the one touring this Rasta man, this little... He does represent Montserrat, but he born in Trinidad. I don't know if you guys... You know he born in Trinidad, right? He's a Trinidadian, right? But he like to play...
All
right, sorry, I don't want next thing to pull back his passport. But you know what I mean? Like Scrappy was one of the ones like... And at that time, Soca Johnny... You know what I mean? Chardonnay, Scrappy, Soca Johnny, Miss Desire. These were the guys. Kowe Dubois was pioneering UK soca. And when I looked at this the scope of things and see the artists, I was like, something is missing, like from a Trini perspective. So fast forward, and when I went on to university, whilst I was at uni, that's the time when I was like, I was forced to not go back to Trinidad for 3 years.
Sorry, hold up. You can't say who forced you? who forced you?
No, well...
Yeah, who forced you?
No, when I use the term force, I mean in the sense of like, I was at university and I was away from culture.
Right, yeah.
And I felt force, I felt like I was forced to do something, to action something. You know, being away from culture, being away from London.
You see that word they're using there? And then you're going to use it plenty, because you just do everything within the culture. You play music, you do performing arts, you dance. And Triniboi Jooice is known for in both pan and also now as a soca artist. And that's all because of your love for the culture.
The culture.
You know, so from a young age, that culture was calling your home 24/7, 365. You know, and I see that plain as day. And I telling you straight, continue. Pick up the phone.
choice.
Pick up the phone every time culture call. Pick up the
No,
phone.
you can't. No, you can't do that.
No, pick up the
Because
phone.
they're cheap too. They like to pay
No,
sometimes, you know.
they-
No,
no.
they like to use a culture card
When
from
you,
that.
when you
No,
pick up,
no,
when
I'm
you
not
pick up,
talking
when you
things.
pick up the phone and you answer, you can still say yes or no, you know.
Yeah.
But as long as you pick up the
No,
phone,
once you answer, it's at the BS. You had to like go to voicemail to say no. You understand? But as you said, you know, that was one of the things where it was like, I had to show who I was now as an artist. Like, what was missing? Like, for me, I analyzed the scene at the time, and I said I wanted to be that missing piece to make the puzzle.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When you say at the time, what time period are we talking about?
So we're talking about between 2009,
yeah.
between 2009, yeah.
yeah, just so people know, because some people
Yeah.
will think that you're, if they don't
Bottle
know,
overhead, the thing is just there, like,
they will think that you're
Bottle
from
over
2020. Yeah,
2020,
exactly.
Yeah,
2009.
They
I
don't
know,
know
I
what's
was
so
gonna-
beautiful
Yeah.
and
They
them
don't-
kind of
they
tunes
get-
there.
you know what I mean? Gazing. You look so amazing. Gal, you want it. Gal, you got it. Cause you're so beautiful. Cut me chasing.
Tunes.
You know what I mean? But at the time, big up to SD Productions on that too.
Yeah.
You know, but at the time, it was like, and I will be straight. We on a shot at Soca, and I'll be honest. Soca was not an ever popular culture here in the UK.
That's why I had to ask you why Soca, because there was easier routes you could have gone
I
down.
could have gone down the grime route.
You could
You
have
know what I
gone
mean?
down,
I could
yeah.
have gone down this route, that route. But for me, it was like, this is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm talking from since 2009. Like, I have seen this scene, you know, and I'm talking, I was partying even before that. I don't want to sound like an old man. I'm not an old man, eh?
Pally, don't worry
But we
yourself,
outside
man.
a
Don't
long
worry
time now,
yourself.
boys.
Somebody
Listen,
will not
I'm
teach-
here next
you see what
to
I'm
I'm
saying?
here next to a
Somebody gonna
granddad.
get- Watch me. Listen, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? But we as granddads in terms of fetting now.
Yeah.
In
We
terms of
outside a long
understanding
time.
the scene.
No.
Yeah, watch, listen. Listen.
I mean, granddad isn't.
Keep yourself.
Granddad.
Keep yourself. I know I'm young and fresh, and I good to go.
go
You
up.
listen, somebody tell me I was 25. I say thank you.
Yeah, how you
Keeping
mean?
it just so.
Black don't crack, hello.
Exactly.
Listen, I was gonna say just
Exactly.
Hello.
it don't crack, but it definitely ages.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
that's okay. Like, find one.
It's just, yeah.
Like,
I tell
fine
you,
one.
don't ask for my age, your ages.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But that was one of the things, like, a lot of people don't know now, and it's so fruitful to see this now, and why I endorse you guys as well is because when I was promoting Soca in 2009, people used to skin up their face, boy, and they was against this thing. And I used to go to open mics where it's R&B jazz and sing
Yeah, trying to
soca
take-
just
yeah.
to plant the seed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We are lucky now to have certain staple events where it brings a certain a range of ages now, boy. You know what I mean? But before, when you say the soca scene, it was the same people going to Corks, going to Colors,
Yeah.
going to Iron Bar,
Yeah.
going to Poison, going to
Yeah.
Cookie and thing.
Cookie.
Yeah.
It was the same people, you know. It was a small niche of people. I remember going to party through the rose and whining and soaking out, sweating.
Sorry, she hear them stories already, no?
She hear them
Listen,
already.
I hear them. I hear them all the time. I feel
Wet.
left out.
What's
I
my
can't lie
wet?
to you.
Annie, you see back then,
Watch me
If
wet.
you- if-
I wasn't even legal enough to go into parties, you know. But they don't need to know that now. The one time I make a
No,
mistake.
it's too late
And,
now.
and
It's
I
too
didn't,
late.
I didn't rehearse
Yeah.
the thing now. And the security guard said, how old are you? So I said, he catch me.
Yes,
I
I
said,
come
all
back.
right. I tell her, I'm going to go back on the 207 now. Went back home.
Yeah.
But it was a time where you dance with somebody now,
Yeah.
and you sweat. I remember wringing my t-shirt,
Yeah.
wet, and there's no shame
It's
now,
reminding
boy.
me of sorry, it's reminding me of a song, but go.
Yeah.
Ringing on the
Bomani wet.
t-shirt.
No, the
Wet.
wet. Yeah,
Bomani
you know
wet.
me.
Yeah,
Your
Bomani
pants and
wet,
shirt
yeah.
wet.
Who?
Bomani wet.
Your blouse and skirt
Wet.
Your Nike hat
Wet. Your lower back wet. Above my eye.
Wet.
Between your.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
God.
hey,
Hello.
hey, hello.
Listen, I didn't make the lyrics.
But yeah, I remember, like, that's the beauty of this thing. Like, we are able to celebrate soca music now,
Yeah.
but back then it have certain pillars. Like,
Yeah.
and I say this show is a pillar because it's gonna take the culture to the next level. But you have people like Credible, the Martin G's. You have the people like the Smoky Joes, the
Yep.
Dexter Cans,
Yes.
you know what I mean, the Peppy Francis within the Pan World, you know what I mean, the Matthew, you know what I mean, Phillips. There's so much, you know, the Vinnies, the Soca Mafias, you have so much players in this game.
Yeah.
You know, even down to like the media teams like the Trinidad Zealand and UK Soca scenes, these guys, they've been promoting and pushing this thing to
For a
make
long
it
time.
popular
Yep.
culture. I'm telling you,
Yep.
you know, so we had to give thanks, you know.
Always.
So if you're given thanks, right? I want to know when you decide, you're right, soca is for you, right? What artist was an icon for you that you would wrap your finger around and say, you know what, this person just gives me a little bit of, you know, momentum to push me into the soca because I like what they do and I want to be able to be a part of what they do in terms of the culture.
I would definitely say like culturally, Mighty Shadow was one of my biggest inspirations.
But you
because
know, he actually said it's not Mighty Shadow, it's just Shadow, eh?
yeah, but
said-
I see him as mighty because he was powerful to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was so different that's what made him powerful.
Yeah. And people don't know how different he was, because he used to be just like the Midnight Robber all the time. He was just in all black. He'd have a big black hat on.
Yeah.
Like a big
Red
black hat
shirt
on.
and
And
thing,
that was
yeah,
his-
yeah.
that's
Shadow.
why,
There
because
you
he'd
go.
come as a shadow, you know.
Yeah.
You would only see like this, probably this part of him because he'll be standing on the mic right here and he'd just be still. And he'd be singing. Still.
That's quite
You
hard.
understand? Watch me.
Because I can't even sit still here, let alone singing. That's
But that branding alone
yeah.
as a shadow
Yeah.
was, well, I mean, it's still going to be
Mm-hmm.
here until we all go past that thing because his music is like he's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And for Triniboi Jooice to take after that, that means your legacy going to reach far.
No, I don't know how you mean.
Yeah, yeah, DNA.
But he was like top tier. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And then you have people like Bungie Garlin who broke the conventional artists.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was happy and feel nice. And Bungie was like, yo, people in the ghetto struggling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is realness. This is reality.
Yeah.
And him. And then you have people like Marshall now where he's more the fine-tuned
Fine-tuned.
artist where
Yeah.
production and concepts and international
National
appeal, you know?
Yeah. Bungie's raw.
Yeah, what's it?
It's like,
You know, man.
it's like,
I feel like it's out of my head. Was.
it's like, but you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
But also one of my biggest one of my biggest influences was also to Ronnie McIntosh. Like I like the trench coat and the hat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. The
his
artistry
stage-
in it, eh?
because at the time, Annie, like it was like Super Blue versus Ronnie McIntosh.
In the 90s.
So that's
Mid-90s,
that's
yeah.
like the ultimate Gully versus Gaza now, boy. The Cartel versus
Yeah,
Movado.
Movado,
It
yeah.
was
South
like
versus West.
Yeah.
South versus and
Yeah.
Ronnie Mac. For me, it was like it's just how he commanded now, and I'll never forget. And I big up Martin G for this. Like one of their launches, I never no, actually it was Colors. Big up to Mike Forbes, not Colors, Chocolate Nation.
Yeah.
Big up to Mike Forbes. It was an opportunity I had to perform with one of my idols. So Ronnie McIntosh, we performed together, and it was like seeing this guy like living legend. You know, he was one of the staples of the culture, like the pillars now, boy, who did certain things in parties that up till this day people still saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody, anybody, everybody scream. That's his thing.
What is it? Okay.
You know what I mean? But we will.
Yeah.
And somebody say, I love soca. I love
soca.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people,
Make sure they start saying, I love a shot of soca.
you know, I love a shot of soca.
Sorry.
Of course.
Sorry, I had to make sure and endorse that.
yeah,
Plug that in one time.
You know?
Understand?
But these were the guys that for me was like so influential in me being an artist. Now, even like Tunji, you know, Tunji was always super talented.
Always.
He had no fucking
Energy.
behavior. Sorry, I don't want
No, listen.
to. Right?
So-
he had no behavior.
I cuss on
but
this all
my
the time,
brother
so-
was so super talented. And even me looking at him, like, I was proud when he did his thing and he break away, you know. And I
Yep.
must say, Coco P. Right? I don't know if you guys know of a hood of Coco P.
boy.
I haven't.
But Coco P, right? Dean Davis. right? Coco P was the man who took Triniboi Jooice on tour. I was at college and I sent him a song. Big up to DJ Scooby, right? And Tafa Star, right? Grenadian, he wild, right? And Coco P took me on tour. I did Leicester, Manchester, Birmingham, Northampton, Isle of Wight. He took me on tour as an artist when I first started, alongside Soca Johnny, alongside Scrappy, alongside Silver, right? Miss Desire, Chardonnay, and really showed me this is the world. And if you want to be an artist, this is what you have to do.
Yeah.
You know, so I have to give credit to these guys because they really planted the seed and allowed me to be an artist. Like, I was hyped. Like, my first show, I sing in chorus, background, instrumental, BBs, everything. Yo, just take it up. You know what I mean? But yeah, all of these guys, to summarize, is they played a huge impact in my career.
Well,
Okay, I'm gone.
sorry.
No, I was about to ask
Excited,
something.
excited.
I'm about to ask something else. So if
Go ahead.
if
Before
we're
we ask, right?
yep.
We talking about the artist, right? But then there was the music. You understand? And there was a song, right? That boy, you know, before we get to that, right? I want everybody to get a little knowledge of who you are and where you are now. So your biggest song right now that people still drizzling to is Bottle Overhead.
Bottle
You
over the
understand?
head.
I want to play that. We play that song now, just to give a bit more, you know,
Concept.
If you didn't know,
of
this
who
is the
you
man.
are, you know,
There
so
you
that
go.
everybody will actually know. Watch me, Triniboi Jooice
yes.
is here live in studio with a shot of soca, and we want you all to know that this
Ding, ding,
is
ding,
the
ding,
fella
ding, ding.
that with wetty beats went
Yeah.
tun 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 tun
Dun,
tun tun.
dun.
That's the pan, right?
Yeah, come on, man. Big up my brother Wetty. Yeah.
So we're gonna jam to that.
Yeah.
And then we coming back again with Annie and Annie ready for you now. Annie ready for you. You ready for Annie?
I
That
ready
sounds
for
kind
Annie,
of
man.
scary. Are you
Why
ready for
something
me?
scary?
Are you ready for me? Ding dong ding 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 ding
Oh my gosh.
ding 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 ding.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't mean to be so rude, darling.
I don't even believe that line because I actually believe you for me. So I don't believe that line in the song.
What? You don't
He
mean
don't
to
mean
be
I
to be
don't mean
so-
to be so rude, darling.
Yeah.
And we don't really watch face.
Like for much, yeah?
Now
Like
you
for
have
much,
your,
yeah?
now you have your preference in drinking. We don't know
you
how
have-
everything tastes. Or you just buy by the bar. We have it here by the case. And if you feel there's a problem, well, tonight you go know your place. Yeah.
Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Producers, let me jam to some bottle of overhead here, please.
A bottle of something.
But listen, wait, no, but you had a
Listen,
shot, right?
there's plenty
I
of
have-
Wait,
bottle
hold
here.
up. You didn't have a shot?
I had a shot. Don't go,
No,
don't
no,
go.
no, 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 no,
No, I ain't going through that. I ain't going through that.
No. Go one
Take
time.
the JB.
Go one time.
JB, we looking for sponsorship. Yeah, what's going on? We ain't getting no free promotion. No. Hello. Big up to JB.
Ay.
JB, KB, and PB.
Is that PB&J?
It's a bottle over my head.
Ay,
Kum, kum,
ay, ay.
kutum.
Tutum, kum, kutum, tutum, kum,
So
kutum.
was the pan actually? Oh, there we go. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
It could be water, it could be rum, it could be anything, everything going down.
It could be water, it could be rum, it could be anything, everything going down. Cause the bottle's over me head, and I bumps into the ground.
Bottles over me head.
Now watch the girl them wine go down on the ground like down on the ground like down on the ground.
I don't mean to be so rude, darling, but we don't really watch face. Now you have your purpose in drinking. We don't know how everything tastes. Well, you don't spy by the bar. We have it here by the case. So if you feel it's a problem, well, tonight you go know your place.
Waiting, tell them to put that passe. Send for the punch and ring on the back of it. There's plenty bottles lined up like on a range. We go do it just like the other day. We don't care what people say. It could be water, it could be rum, it could be anything, everything going down. It could be water, it could be rum, it could be anything, everything going down. Cause the bottles over my head, over my head, and I'm bouncing to the bottles over my head.
Pouring down.
Well, I'm pretty sure that happens plenty.
Listen,
Yeah.
them ask
But
people
we
like-
didn't see those videos yet because the ones we see is the ones who survive
Yeah,
it now, boy.
survive, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But yeah, that project Bottle Overhead is a classic, man. You know, it's so funny because when we actually released the song, we had the song for like over a year before we
Oh,
released
really?
the song. So the song was meant to come out 2018, and I said to Wetty, so again, big up to Philip Basti and Wetty Beats. I call the government name. We had allowed them up.
We allowed them
Yeah.
up, right?
My brother, like musically, we were always destined to work and do something special, you know. And with this project here, when we recorded it, it was one of the hardest songs I wrote, in the sense of I was in the studio now. It was so natural now. I was in the studio, and he was like, "Juicy, come off your phone, boy. Come off your phone." And I know, like, nah, hush. I know what I'm doing. And I came across Major Hype. And Major Hype was talking about the butter girls in America in the clubs. And I was like, in the UK, we don't have that. So I was like, yo. And they had the two bottles in their hand. I said, yo, there's a concept like bottle overhead.
Yeah.
And it's only because being a pan man, a lot of people said, Juicy, you need to have pan in your music. Or you play sing a soca, you little pan.
That's the question I was
Yeah.
about to ask you. Was there pan there intentionally? But
And I was like, if we going and put pan in a song, because I would tell you as a pan man, I hate to hear like computerized pan now, boy. Like I want to hear the
Talking about the
authentic,
EDM.
real pan.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, that was one of the ingredients to make this song special, you know. And
Well,
I was
I mean,
like,
Listen,
the intro is
it-
the
it
intro.
does.
Once you hear that intro, you know there's nothing else coming in there.
yeah.
Ding, ding, ding,
And
ding, ding,
I, for me, that is what got me like in this song from
Yeah.
day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Because
Yeah.
I don't think up until this day, I mean, I stand to be corrected, but there's no song that has showcased the steel pan as much as Bottle Overhead.
In,
like
in
that
today's
in
No, I
today's
don't think so.
in this, like you have like Pan in A minor, which is a pan
yeah,
song.
yes,
Yeah.
a pan
But
song, yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
modern day where we say like common soca song then, or
Yeah.
popular
Popular song,
soca
yeah.
song that showcases the steel pan the way that we did in Bottle
Yeah.
Overhead. And I
And
think
it's
Well,
good.
you're right, eh? And
It's
until
good.
well with engine room that just come with
yeah.
Yeah.
But it don't have no pan.
but the pan in engine room as well.
It don't have no pan. It have pan?
Well, in engine room,
Yeah.
I can't say that. I think when you hear the rhythm and the man with the
Think of a
Congo
drum.
drum.
Bam, bam,
But
bam,
yeah,
bam,
it's,
bam.
yeah, it's,
But
you
it's
have the-
kind of
It's
like
not playing, yeah,
it-
yeah.
it reminds me of
sends
CBBS,
Yeah,
kind of
it-
like, hey kids,
Yeah, it sends
hi
you to that
kids, do you
direction,
like
though.
violence? Want to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
How
But
do we get
but you understand what I mean? Now?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think the way that, and I have to give like kudos to Wetty. Like Wetty is like a gem within our culture, boy, and people just underestimate this monster. He's a
Yep.
monster.
Yeah.
He
Like
works with so
The
many
amount
artists, you
of
know.
so many artists.
I
And the
am
amount of
a lot of the
songs on his
songs you
catalogue.
hear,
Yeah.
I hear them first now.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you. And I would have put BVs or do something on the song now, boy. Wetty is a monster. And he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. You know what I mean? And everything is happening timing now, boy. And now I'm glad that he's come out as an artist and he's doing this thing the last couple of years. You know, where I have brought him out on certain stages, even to the UK crowd. Like people didn't know Wetty until
Yeah.
I brought Wetty
Yeah.
here. You know what I mean?
But they would have definitely known a Wetty song.
Yeah, they would have.
But they wouldn't have
100.
known it was him.
They didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
you know
So
what
even
I
when
mean?
I've seen him perform and he's performed, I guess, other songs that he's helped maybe produce or help
yeah.
written or stuff like that. And you're just like, his catalogue is
My brother,
crazy.
like and
Crazy.
he's one of the ones who keeps me on my toes. You know what I mean? So we have this kind of artistic challenge now. So like I would write and play plenty songs and send it for him, and he'll be like, "Yo, just say what I'm working on," and I am proud of him and what he's doing, and it's a shame that we live in an industry where we have too much egos now, boy. And I don't talk the things that I could talk the things
Listen,
out.
Watch me be honest enough.
I could be honest, like
yeah.
a lot of people come here and talk
That's what we want.
We appreciate the
and
honesty.
paint things up, but
Yeah.
it's full of shit now, boy. Like in the sense,
Okay, you're really talking the
I
things.
don't talk the things like where men don't want to give men credit for what they do.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And he's a man that has
He deserves his flowers.
brick by brick, he built this thing. And
Yep.
in regards to certain artists that he's helped. And men don't care now, boy. You know what I mean? And that is the sad thing about this industry is that it's about me, I. And if we was to have a different perspective and look at this thing as us,
Yeah.
we
would
can make a bigger impact.
It would be
But
on
that-
the top 40,
yeah.
yeah? It'd be on a chart somewhere.
You know what I
We'll
mean?
have a soca chart.
But that filters from everything from the artists to producers to promoters to everybody. It's the same. DJs, it's the same story across the board. Obviously, it's probably different levels on how bad it is, but yeah, it's across the board.
Yeah, you know, and for me, it's like, how do we change that narrative?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well,
we gotta be.
I have a question to ask you
Go ahead, no.
that may have helped change that narrative. So, you was talking about how you started Triniboi, Mr. Juicy, and the Mangoes.
The Mango
And
Man.
that's what I'm gonna start calling you now. Watch the Mango Man. So, how did we go from the Mango Man to Mr. The Voice? What was the transition? What made you say I'm going to put myself forward? I guess I'm going to enter this.
Can I be honest with you? Like dead honest.
That's what we were here for.
So with The Voice, I'm big up to The Voice. So a lot of people, to be on The Voice, you have to audition,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
The Voice reached out to me. So let me make this.
Sorry,
whoa,
pause.
No.
Pause.
I have my
Pause.
receipts, you know.
No, you said that so flippantly. They reached
No, I
out
had to be
you.
honest. I had to be honest here.
Please.
Now, I'm going to take off my glasses for this one too. And it's my eyes. Look into my eyes. Tell me what you
Dead into the camera as you say it as well.
Right.
The Voice
No,
reached out to
I
Triniboi.
am going to be honest with
If
you.
I knew your full government name, I'd say it right
My
now.
name is Rodel Sozano.
Listen, Rodel.
What's
Yeah.
They said
Right?
Follow
No,
us,
I have to be honest. No, I'm going to be
Follow us,
honest. Sorry. I'm kicking the table. I'm going to be honest. So, The Voice had reached out to me. So, prior to this, so the last time we had Britain's Got Talent, or was it X Factor, when Tunji was on?
X Factor.
X Factor.
X Factor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, they reached out to me that year
No,
as
that
well.
wasn't-
Really? I'm sure it was X Factor.
That wasn't British Got Talent.
No, it's Britain's Got Talent.
Was
It's
it?
Britain's Got Talent.
yeah.
I said
BGT.
that in my whole chest
Right,
and I was
right.
wrong.
Yeah.
Apologies.
So they reached out to me and big up to one of the researchers. I ain't gonna call out your name, but he reached out. He said to me, "Juicy, they want to bring culture to the show."
there you go. That
Watch
word
me, they
again.
use
That
that
word
word.
again.
Wait,
Hold
that's
on.
what they use?
Culture.
Hold on, and I said to them,
Culture.
"I good." So then they reached out to Tunji.
Right.
When Ola Tunji came here, I see this with my chest, helped Tunji to get his production in order. His dancers, the two dancers he had on the day,
Yeah.
was my links. Tunji came here. I didn't talk to Tunji for a couple of years. I cussed him out and thing. We had a little back
Oh, yeah,
and
rap.
We had a rap.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had a
rap.
rap. Right? But I said, I'm proud that you're on the show and you're doing anything. Big up to Coco P and who does the deluxe? What's his name by the Rasta man who's the deluxe now, man?
You're talking about not Flair. The other one.
Who here he branded
Morris
his
Roots.
Morris.
Yeah.
And so that was then. So a couple years on now, I get a message again. Hey, Triniboi, we would like to bring you on the show. And I say,
That's the
I know.
accent again?
And that's the accent
That's the
again.
accent again?
I don't know where that person's from, but
That's the
big up them.
accent. No, but that's the accent
Where
again.
that person from?
That's the accent again. We want to bring you on the show, Triniboi. We love what you do, and we want you to bring the soca.
Okay.
Soca.
You
Okay,
tell
wait,
them
wait,
sing-
wait, wait.
You tell them
Pause.
sing some soca? You
Pause.
tell them sing soca for you first?
Tell him name. Did you say name me one soca artist about bring me on the show?
Yeah, what I'm telling you. When they contact me, they say
They probably
we
say
want you to.
Bunji.
They say we want it. No, they say we want you to bring some of that soccer.
That's
Soccer.
soca.
So
When
from
they
then
vibe.
you knew.
I said soccer. I
From
don't,
then
brother.
you knew.
Why for that? You know, you tell me soccer or soccer as in football. I confused.
Yeah.
I say nah good. I denied the first time. Boom. The second time now, next brother call me. Hey, Triniboi, how you good? But big up me.
Yeah, because he knows soca.
He knows Soca.
He knows
Hear
Soca.
that? Hey, Triniboi, listen. And I say, you know what? I have nothing to lose because at the time it was COVID.
Yeah.
And I said to them, again, this is an exclusive for Shut Out Soca. I said to them, when they spoke to me and the lawyers and the legal team or whatever, I said to them, I am not going on this show to sing Feeling Hot, Hot, Hot.
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let
Yeah.
the dogs
Right?
out?
Yeah.
I am not on no cameo. I'm not a cameo
Hey.
artist.
No.
If I'm going on this show, I have to sing my songs. And they said, Juicy, that's what we want.
Watch
And
me.
big up to the Voice UK. I will never
No,
burn them
honestly.
out.
Honestly.
They reached out on a certain level that they wanted representation for the diaspora because they know that soca is there, but it hasn't been given the recognition it deserves. And yeah, man, it had a couple legal conversations and a
Of
couple
course.
things back and forth. And yeah, the rest is history, man. You know, and that's why I went on the show. And there was multiple stages before the blind auditions.
course.
Right before the
Yeah.
blinds, when the chairs turn and that, I had to go and sing for ITV, you know, headquarters, you know, in London, and to the execs, and they fell in love with me because they
As
realized
they should.
they should.
As they should.
100%.
Because
And
it's
they-
juicy, right?
And they
Listen,
know
'cause
it
it's
was
juicy.
like
It's
mango.
juicy.
It was
But
like a mango.
Listen.
it's only
From
bibs.
from
It's
me
only
to that
bibs and
first bite.
tissues, you know. It's only bibs and tissues. No, because you know I live for this thing, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm an educated individual where I have my degree and I'm a science teacher by job, day-to-day job.
Yeah.
But culture means so much to me. It's so more, it's important.
Okay, so I have a follow-up question to you. So you said, obviously, you did all your auditions. You got through, was it semi-finals?
I reached the semifinals.
You reached the semi-finals.
But I was afraid. I go tell you, what you saw on TV and what was live was two very different things.
How so?
I was supposed to be in the finals, put it that way. But they
So
panicked.
I'm going to start saying that you won. There you go.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me tell you this, and we speak by analytics, by numbers.
Yeah.
I was the most viewed artist on the season for The Voice UK 2022 into 2023. The most viewed artist.
That's amazing. You should be
The
very
most
proud of yourself.
streamed artist, right? The most interaction artist, right? So what more you want?
It's true.
You understand? If you
Wait,
understand what I'm saying to you.
Did they tell you what more they
Right.
wanted?
No, what happened is they want a Christmas #1.
Oh, yeah, no, you're
And
not.
they don't know where to
You
go
should've-
from
you
there.
should've come
Why
in-
can I
you
get them a
should've come in
parrot?
parrot,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
You should've come in
But
parrot.
they was
would've won.
afraid. I go tell you this. Off air, what you saw,
Yeah.
the edited version, what you saw, and in real life, I will talk this because we're on a Shada Soca and they only get the exclusives. Right?
Big ass up.
Will.i.am, he made his biggest mistake at the first hurdle. Will.i.am is the one to make things urban, black. I'm talking shit.
But yeah.
When he heard me now, he's thinking, he's already black. I don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
When he
Yeah.
turned around and he saw me, he was like, so what you saw was televised in regards to what was real. Will.i.am said, you are a star. I appreciate your writing, your production, your musicality, everything. He said, forget the show. This is off air. What you don't see, he said,
Yeah.
what you do, I want to work with you and we're going to work. What's your contacts? And from that day, me and him exchanged contacts on the show, the live,
That's amazing.
right? But the people didn't see this.
Yeah.
Throughout every stage, he said, this guy is special. I met Eminike. Eminike was Anne-Marie's special guest or coach or whatever. Eminike was in awe. Eminike is responsible for hits for Beyonce, for this one, for that one. He was in awe. He said, what this guy have, it is missing from the industry. So,
Guys, that you naturally have a pathway right there. You
Exactly.
understand? But we know the powers that be. The powers that be will always make it difficult for you to reach that full potential.
Yep. Just
You
make
know?
sure you don't stop
So
because
don't,
you've been told.
like I said at the beginning of the podcast,
You've been told.
don't stop. take that culture and keep on pushing it
I
forward.
too deep in it to stop.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But all of these things now, it reassured me that I was doing the right thing, basically, is what I'm saying. You know, and I continue to be me. You know, when I worked with the musical director for the show, Annie, I tell him, man, play this. And like say in G sharp, F sharp, I tell him the notes. He's an awe. He's like, what? This guy understands music. Trini, when we start a vibe, the man like this.
And he just
He lost. He gone.
He get
What's
over
that?
here. He
The
get over
execs and them. The execs. Like, I am telling you, this is our like white middle class show. They were in awe.
because of the level of understanding and you know,
Because
the
of
level of intellect that you have within music itself already.
Within music.
You know? So,
And they can't
didn't
deny
expect
it.
that.
You know, they can't
didn't
deny
expect
it.
that,
You know?
you know?
So, you know, I give thanks to that platform for giving me I was one of the most viewed. I think they said over between 30 to 35 million people viewed me whilst I was on TV.
All them
That's
people see your
amazing.
face, right?
Listen,
Million. I had doctors DMing me, hey, could you come to a ward?
can you make
I
the
was like,
children happy?
and
Come to
can you
the
make the
children's
children
ward.
happy? And in saying that too, I am going to be at Great Ormond Street
Yeah. Great Ormond Street
on the
Hospital.
22nd of
Oh, I love
June,
this.
which is Windrush.
I really
and I'm going to do
love
a
this.
special performance for the kids there. Because for me it's important.
I really,
You know
really
what I
love
mean?
this. Okay,
What's
so
the-
asking that, sorry, I'm gonna cut. He's going.
He jumping it.
Listen,
He
he's going.
jumping. You go.
So my next question to ask you is: did going on The Voice exceed your expectations? Did you get out of it what you
Wanted.
expected or what you wanted? And if not, why?
You know what? Can I be real?
That's why we're here. I keep on saying
Right.
it.
I love Ashada Soca. What's that? Ashada Soca is the place to be.
That JB in the system, man. That JB in the system.
That's 63%.
Big up to JB.
I like that
Official
JB
version.
system.
What's that? Here we're going on.
Next, I told you the JB finished us off
No,
last
the
time.
JB like a kind of it a stretch out now.
Bloody creeper.
Oh God! No. Did I get from The Voice what I wanted?
Yeah, did it exceed your expectations or?
You know what was my biggest mission on The Voice was to be portrayed to who I am as a person and what I represent. You know, and being as authentic as possible. You know, and with a lot of these talent shows, they manufacture artists, so they make them people who they're not. You know what I mean? They create who they think is what is needed now, boy. But with me, they kind of gave me that freedom where from down to styling to how I sang my song, how I arranged the song to be played live, I had full control,
That's
you know?
good.
And I am one of the only artists in 9 years of the shows happening to sing original throughout. You know what I mean? So The Voice put me on a platform where as an independent artist I didn't have before. You know, so millions saw me. You know, on Prime TV in
Listen.
the UK.
My
Household.
Did they do
my
more for
aunties were
Soca?
messaging me.
Of course.
It did more for Soca.
Of course, it did.
Yeah.
It did more for Soca and the culture. You know, where a lot of people said, I have so much DMs where people was like a man sent me one heavy DM, yo. He's like, yo, right now I'm not happy with life and I'm fed up and like you have made me think like there's more to life than wanting to give up.
Oh,
You know,
that
and
must
for
make
me
you
it's
happy.
like Annie, like I'm a cancerous, I really emotional. I just put my heart
Mr.
on the line now.
Counselor.
Yeah. And when I got those messages, boy, like it kind of it reassured the purpose as to why I decided to be an artist.
So let me shake this. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
No, but you understand what I mean? Like
That is
I'm
it
not
right
on-
there.
I'm not
That
on-
is it right
I'm
there.
not on brands
Every single
and,
time.
like-
Every single time. You know why it is we doing it? Because it will empower these people who have it so difficult in life. And this one little thing that we do will change their whole perspective and give them purpose.
As you said in an episode, what's it? 2 episodes ago?
Yeah.
That little piece of joy.
Just a little bit of joy.
That's
goes
all you need in your day.
It saves people's lives
It
on
really
a
can.
daily basis. And we don't realize how the responsibility we have as just individuals, as just people. Not because we may have stature or whatever. It doesn't matter the stature you have. The way that you treat people and the way that you carry yourself and the way that you talk to people, just a little bit of kindness and that you're showing your true self, it goes a long way
100%.
for somebody else.
Yeah.
And that is that there is everything. So I had to shake your hand,
100%.
partner.
No. But what you said there, it makes sense because I remember like one of the moments I had on the voice that stood out from all the moments. And it was an extremely stressful process. Like, I wouldn't lie to you. It was one of the toughest times of my life.
But
In
then,
the sense of I'm a thinker. So I always think about, I want to do this for this one and that one and this
Yeah.
and people and da, da, da,
Yeah.
da. I'm an overthinker. And I remember one day we were shooting at Battersea Arts Center and a big crane, and I when Eminike came in and I mashed up the place. And growing up in Trinidad, you know, we are always trained to have respect for the cameraman, the cleaner, the businessman, this one, that one. Like, have respect. My mother taught me that respect. It don't matter who you are, what you do,
Always.
have respect.
yeah.
You know, and I teach that to my students in school where it's like, good morning, good afternoon. It's so important because it's something that is missing from our society now, boy, you know? And being on the show, I remember I did my audition. I did 2 songs. I lied. I did 1 song, but I did 3 rehearsals. And I stopped halfway through one of the rehearsals and I was like, guys, you're making me laugh. Like, focus. You know, I'm much of the vibes now. And I remember I went outside. And these are like white middle class women, like successful women. And they're like, oh my gosh, we love Juicy. He's so nice.
Oh my
God.
God.
And it was the same fact because respect.
Yeah.
And they were like, we love him as a person.
Yeah.
Like, we love what he stands for, what he does. You know, so I think, you know, having personal qualities and who you are as a person, what you represent is important within this
100%.
game.
Should always
You
shine
know?
through more than anything else. Should
So,
always
yeah.
be the thing that people remember more than anything else.
Yeah.
You know? We're going to take up a little back in time for a minute. We're going to pause for a minute. And when we come back, right, we're going to jam some more with you, right, Triniboi Jooice?
Come
Yep.
on, man.
We here, shout out Soca, Annie, you're show the
Hey.
super vibes, and Triniboi Jooice.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Right, so we're talking about the music, right, Triniboi Jooice? And remember we was talking about, you know, what brought you into the soca and what it is wrapped around. You said shadow and things
Yeah.
like that. And we were talking about artists. But in terms of music, right, Wayne Rodriguez, Marshall and Ecstatic, right, they had a song. And you say that song there is what, like, hold you down. And, you know, just bring you into the fold and say, you know what?
What made you fall in
I
love with
love this
soca?
thing.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna play that song right now, and then we go talk about it. And we go tell us, you know, what's the, you know, the real emotion behind that.
Yeah.
All right. So earlier, on a shot of soca, we introducing Wayne Rodriguez. If you never knew who the artist was who sang this song, now you know. Boom.
Boom.
What?
That is actually the best intro to the song.
Every step you take, you make it dance for shame. Causing earthquake, I want to stand with you. Come on, footsteps, stop it harder, footsteps, stop it harder, stop it harder, stop it harder, footsteps, stop it on the ground,
Bambade.
in a double deck party.
Hierarchy. boy.
that.
In a summertime party. All these years.
I don't know. So we had a whole debate.
A debate. Every step you take, I want to stop your mother. You make me down so shame. For goodness sake, I want to stop it. One, stop it. Footsteps, only gong bamba day. In a summertime party,
I just don't hear that.
Outside you're finding me.
Me and my boys making noise on the ground,
Bamba day. On the ground, Bamba day.
keeping me and me. Me and me girl pussy.
High heels shoes. Hey.
And you loose
On the ground, Bamba day.
On the ground, Bamba day. What you say?
Tell them footsteps.
Footsteps, stamping harder footsteps, stamping harder footsteps, footsteps.
Behave. So, Triniboi Jooice, that tune there. Because I have a story for that tune, eh? Well,
I have a story for that tune as well.
Let me hear your story for that tune.
This song actually propelled me. I wouldn't say it was like my calling, but it was like a song that changed my life in the sense of playing in Panorama. So we have champs and concerts. So that's all the winners of the Carnival 1998. So High Mass was the pan tune that won Panorama, and Wayne Rodriguez Footsteps was the Road March song.
Yep.
Right, so Marshall and him, because Marshall sang Big Truck the same year.
Yeah, we've seen him doing the big
Hold
truck.
on to the Big Truck, and that was
Hold on to the
Bacchanal.
big truck. Yeah.
Right, and R.I.P. Wayne Rodriguez, because he actually passed away. Very sad ending. You know how he died that year, basically.
Ah.
Yeah, it was very sad. And I actually performed with him in Champson Concert, and I have newspaper cuttings with me and him on stage. And what happened is, fast forwarding, when I moved to the UK, I did the tour in Cannes, south of France. You know why?
You remember? I remember now. You remember, don't worry.
Yeah.
You remember. Everybody remember. Everybody go remember.
And, it's funny, a musician called Steel Pan Sam. So I was on tour with Ebony Steel Band in France, south of France, and we was chipping down the road, and the band thinking that, and at the time, me really know what I doing, but I vibe, break, voice in break yet, nothing break yet. And he was like, yo, sing with the band. And that was kind of like my first time where I performed.
Oh, that's
And I was
lovely.
backed by I would say like a 50-piece steel band behind me.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, that's what Footsteps did for me, boy.
You like that? You like Annie? If you heard that song, right? You know that song. You know, for you, what was your story behind it?
So I've told you many times, to me it's just family parties. Like it has to get played. There's not a family party where it doesn't
get
played. Yeah.
I agree with
So
you.
it's just nice, like good, happy childhood memories.
Right. Well, that childhood memory from me, boy, Triniboi, when I tell you, my mother wouldn't like to go to carnival, right? So she would send us to our grandmother's house, but she'd tell us take the back. You know you had to take the back road.
Yeah, back road.
You always had to take the back road to go. But that year, that was the same year as High Mass, I walked on the main road. And then I walked on the main road when Footsteps was playing. So I ended up watching people wind along to the ground and thing. And obviously I will, I was in
Embrace
the mix.
it, yeah.
I was in the mix and I embraced the footsteps,
Brace the steps.
Yeah, I embraced the steps, you understand? So for me, it was, and by the time I reached up by my grandma, she said, well, how it take you so long to get here?
You was liberated.
footsteps.
No, I was liberated. No, I was counting my footsteps now. I was counting my footsteps up the road. So it took my little time to get up the road because I was like, Bambade. She's like, Bambade?
Bambade.
Where's that?
Passy cookie.
Now, but that tune there, for me, it just strikes the right chords, man. It strikes the right chords collectively, And back in them days, Ecstatic, the band, was the band. You understand? Even though it had real controversy with them, you understand? and the Bacchanal with them, and Super Blue and Ronnie McIntosh and them, and you know those massive influences within the soca culture. And because Marshall was still a young player in the game, but he was massive.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
Yeah.
For me, Footsteps was a game changer in terms of soca music.
100%.
You know? And then we moving on again to your favorite fetting tune. Like when you in a party, right? Well, obviously you have different stats, you know. When you in a party, had to be in a
When you're not in
area.
VIP, just
You know,
up
you
there
gotta be
doing
in a
Don't say it
of
like
area.
that.
When you're
Don't
not
say
in
it like
VIP,
that.
being
understand?
bougie.
It's not like that, you know. It's
When
not
you're down here with us commoners.
You know,
Wow.
when you decide you're ready to ring out your t-shirt and things like that,
Listen,
you want to ring
when
out,
your
you know,
when
the
your
ring out
back
your
is
t-shirt
wet,
moment, them kind of moments there, we taking it back to the roots. You understand?
Colors. Wow.
You know, or colors. Way, boy, that was
Wow.
the fete.
Yeah.
That was the fete.
Wow.
Taking the train on the bus down there and then fighting up
The
with
279s, boy.
Yeah, fighting with the coldness.
I wasn't even legal enough to go in and party there. When you see ask you, but how old is that? They say, what? Them was the days, boy.
Right.
You whine out your soul, boy. You gonna-
No, my soul intact. You could go searching for yours. My soul is intact.
No, but in the sense of like, in the sense of you're leaving everything on the dance floor, boy.
Yeah.
I remember party when you're going in party and you're enjoying yourself, but it's no stand-up thing, especially for soca.
Yeah, no stand-up
It's
thing.
no stand-up vibes,
no
boy.
making sure your thread's good and the
And
bottle's
nobody
right to
care
the
about them
front.
claps,
yeah,
boy.
Yeah.
Them desert storm, man, they
them
get
desert
step
style,
on.
Yeah, step one.
Them center stitch desert storm, man, again.
You know, but your favorite fetting tune?
Yeah, I don't know if it was
The swinging engine?
like, for me, it's the percussion, the music, the way it make me feel loose. Me want no big whiner boy to say, well, I whine out my soul and my spine double jointed. But when I heard this tune, for me, it's like, I know there's a lot of partiers who could have relate to this, boy. When they hear this song and they how the music build now, boy.
Yeah.
Like, it get loose, boys.
Yeah.
It's WD-40 and Vaseline
Brings all
and
the
this.
spirit in here, right? The WD-40
white-
started walking.
It's oil,
It's
it's
the
oil
Vaseline.
down, boy. No the Vaseline.
You know?
Some who can get WD-40 and
Yeah.
Vaseline and cuddle of oil and things.
Listen, the
Well, the producers and I'm going to start the tune here.
You're-
Let me hope that there's no WD-40 started running inside the studio. There you
no.
go.
Nah, but this song was like instrumental within my life as a partier, boy. And I was like, yeah, I
As
want to
a
be a
veteran.
performer. Yeah,
A
veteran. Yeah.
veteran.
A
I like that
veteran.
For
one.
real, for real.
You know? So we're gonna share with all you. If you've never heard this tune before, you know, it's from a band that
An
has
Antiguan band.
an
It
Antiguan
is,
band
yeah.
has lasted decades. You know? And
Classic.
for me is one of the most amazing soca tunes there that
Production.
portrays, you know,
culture.
so much of our culture and our genre
Yeah,
of
100%.
soca music.
100%.
Whew, there we jam. Instantly the WD-40 started walking.
It's right now. It's in my neck.
Time for test drive now.
Yeah, me know. Black time. Yeah. How you singing this one, buddy? Yeah.
It was a hard night. It was a night of feeling. Election city rocking. She's not behaving good.
Carrot culture in the
The way
house.
she whining. Then she have a engine that made the bill for speed. That was no problem. 'Cause I'm a racing driver and I could run full speed.
I was really about to swing my engine. I was just like, oh, okay.
The WD-40 started walking.
Wait, I never before there. Hey,
Ay.
nice. This song easy. Sorry, I'm a punk.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
It was a hot night. It was a night for speeding. And we were in the mood. With music playing. Election city rocking. She's having
song that established that soca is one of the most important factors in life. Boy.
Here to that.
It make you feel
Sorry.
good.
Yeah, man.
You're feeling good right now, eh?
Like,
You're buzzing.
It's the short of soca.
Is that shut up, Soca, eh?
no, like the song, like it's music where you could lose yourself in the music, boy. You know what I mean? It's not no, you don't care about how you look or what you know, it's about enjoying the moment and living in the moment. You know.
So you think that living in the moment is important?
I think it within the society that we live in now, there's so much distractions and social media and this and that where sometimes we forget to be human. We're very computerized and very regimented now, boy.
Yep.
In how we do things. We overthink as human beings now. Like, this is my opinion. I can't speak for everybody, but you know, where we are kind of directed to think a particular way now, boy. Whereas when you hear certain music that will take you away from whether you're stressed, you're frustrated with work, you might not be happy, but you hear something that just make you just feel free. You know, that's what Swinging
That's
Angel
the
did
joy
for
of
me.
soca
You know, the
for
joy
me.
of soca, as I said,
Yeah.
Yeah,
know?
I agree with you. You
know?
So I want to go on to some kind of some tunes, right? Before we go on to your kind of a memory, right? Or what's you see this kind of a memory as a tune. I want to talk about some of your music that we like. That when it is, we knew you was coming on the show. But you know, as your fan from a long time.
Come on, man.
You
No,
understand me?
yeah.
I mean, you're alright.
You know, you.
Wait, say, Annie?
Wait.
She said, I'm all right.
Wait. I mean, why you always have to go against the grain? So
Me understand that.
I
Just so.
I
Hey,
just
forget
don't-
that. Forget the show, yeah. I'm going from here, yes? We're going on here.
Yeah, I
I'm
understand.
joking. I'm a big fan.
Oh, she's trying to play down now. She's trying to play down. But
Trying
she
to be
can't play
cool.
down. You know? But for me, when I first started hearing your tunes and thing, that song Bed of Roses, I play that song, I can't even tell you how much times I play that song. It's the last song on my radio show on a Sunday morning. Because it tells a story for everybody. You know, that life is not as simple as, and I even said, even on my show last week, I read a quote, right, that you'll see people every day and you don't know what their story is. You understand? But you see them smiling, laughing, you know, looking like they're enjoying life, but you don't know their story. And that tune, Bed of Roses, watch me, writing on point. And I know you was talking from a very, very personal space. You understand? Because you can just hear it. You know, so if all you never hear this song by Triniboi Jooice, Bed of Roses. Tune.
I couldn't believe that life would have worked out this way. I'm grateful for the things that I couldn't have yesterday. If you're not working hard, you will not make a change. A familiar statement that my mom used to make, it had me screaming, asking myself what is the meaning. Why sunny days could never be like when it's raining. You have to work for what you want. Stop being anti-mob, work it out. Cause life is no better roses.
Hey, that's it.
Life is no better roses.
Hey, tune.
Life is no better roses.
Yeah. Your life is no better roses. And it's true. It's true. And you got to work for what you want and what it is you need in life.
It's one of my songs within my catalog that I actually cried when I wrote this song now, boy.
I know that.
Honestly. And I was saying like, I couldn't believe that life would have worked out this way. I'm grateful for the things that I couldn't have yesterday. If you're not working hard, you will not make a change. A familiar statement that my mom used to make, it had me screaming.
Boom.
Asking myself, what is the meaning? Why sunny days could never be like when it's raining. You have to work for what you want. Stop being anti-mouth. Work it out. Cause life is no better. You know what I mean?
Roses.
And it's like,
Hey,
you
that's
know, it's
amazing.
like,
Watch me as backup singer.
it's I know, it's something good too. It's something sweet. Like, it's like a drink of jar, honey. You know, it's like, for me, it's like, and again, try to give props to Wetty because he allowed me to really tap into being
So
emotional.
Wetty was part of the
And that-
production
was
as
he?
well from
Producing
since
song.
then?
Wetty produced by the Rodis.
Boy.
Oh, really?
Come
From
on.
then.
Come on,
Boy.
that's before he did Watch Thing for Skinny.
So,
Before he did,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
before, listen,
Yeah.
we wrote this in my mother's house in West London, where he come and he crashed with his sleeping bag right there on the ground. I'm telling you, I talking the things. And we were able to unlock our emotion, but I cried when we wrote it. Like, I was like, you know, and it's just being real now, boy. You see, like, being an artist, you have various layers now, but you have like the show where you like brands and how you look and people might perceive you. But then you also have the vulnerable side now, like where you tap into certain topics where people wouldn't expect you to.
Yeah.
You know, and Better Rose is one of the topics where I was able to tap into being real. You know, speaking about life isn't easy. You know, like we work hard. Like we have to entertain you, but we have life. You know what I mean?
beyond that, yeah.
And it's like what inspires you or what pushes you to be great. You know, and for me, my mother has been the focal point throughout my life. You know what I mean? Where no matter mommy will always be there now. We can't take it for granted, but mommy always been there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and yeah, that's what Better is talking about. Like where
Mommy's still there.
Like that. Like
mommy's the biggest supporter. Like mom holding that banner and weaving it. Like,
Side to
Yes.
side, eh?
I'm telling you, you
Like
know
she's
what
the-
Proud.
like she's
you
the
know
flag-
what
she's the flag- she's
to
the
the
flag
queen,
person.
my mother they waving the banner like
She's
you
the
know,
flag person in front of the panorama.
if again,
if
again,
Twirling
so
that thing,
and it's
flipping
not
it.
just mom, it's like the community, you know, it's a bigger picture by extension now. Like it's like all of these people help to facilitate for me to be, you know, to be able to be great, to be able to be, you know, focused,
You mean to be
That's it.
juicy?
to be juice,
To
to
be
be the
juicy.
juice,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
juice in the mango.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
no, it's important.
You
So
know,
we touched on it on our last episode, and we were saying how a lot of like music is used as an outlet. You can put your emotions in there. You can speak through your music. So, like I said, to have songs that aren't just drink, wine up, party, but to have songs that are real deep that people can really connect to and resonate with, they're also important as well. It's it all comes together as a whole. If you get what I mean,
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
you can jump up and
it's
vibe.
100%. You know,
Yeah.
because you have things like gripping.
Yeah.
Pulling, that is
pulling.
listen.
I don't know what kind
I
of
will lose my soul.
Whoever that what he was going through at the time.
Clapping,
Yeah, well,
clapping.
Clapping. No, but everybody can relate.
Yeah.
But you know what connects with that song? Is the music. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What You're thinking, what the hell? But it's a vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some people could just connect with music, some people connect with lyrics, some people connect with, you know, and it's a creative process that we cannot define or say how it will happen when it happens.
Yeah.
It just happens.
It just happens, yeah. Annie, you had a favorite from his catalog as well, right?
I put a few favorites to be forward,
you
so
did.
let me double.
I know you
I
did.
don't even
I
know
know
which
you
one you're
did.
drawing for first,
You
but
know?
yeah.
I mean, we could go on. We go keep it groovy, and then we'll go up the road.
You know I love
Yeah?
a groovy.
So I think we'll go Obia,
Oh,
Okay.
and
we've already done it once on this
And
podcast, but this song deserves
this,
another
this song-
spot because yes,
This song is a staple on a shot of soca, you know?
Yeah?
it is.
Yeah.
Serious thing?
Yeah.
What are you
Honestly.
talking about, man?
So that we had the people on the couch doing the whole dance. I was
You're
like, make sure you do
lying.
it correctly.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about?
Your ears was probably burning you.
If it was again, no one that thing in
Your ears get hot. You're like,
By
someone's
the time the
talking
mosquito was saying, why my ears stinging up?
burning.
It
Yeah,
buzzing.
man. If you've never heard it before, this is Triniboi Jooice
And Wetty Beats.
and Wetty Beats,
And Wetty Boots.
Obia.
Oh, be
We reach our party yet, Annie?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And international Stephen too. Day before he bust out and started to do big rhythms, family and all this stuff. This was his first project.
To this one.
Yeah. She driving me mad. She driving me crazy. I can't understand this, but that is my baby.
She driving me mad. She driving me crazy. I don't understand this,
Gripping,
hold
pulling,
me.
pulling.
I think she used to control me. I cannot forget the things what she told
Listen, you see me fixing myself up.
Yes,
with us, can't leave her. I think it's that Obia,
I just put my hands on
yes.
my
Head
head
and down. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Obia. Annie, we let you go first. And then, you go ahead. What does it do for you, Annie? What does the Obia do for you?
Well,
It working?
Obia like
the Obia's working.
Yeah, Obia working.
Obia-
I need a cook. I need like she cook a little sweat rice before. I need ever cook sweat rice before. Sweat rice.
Have I what?
Sweat rice.
I feel like this is the Trini thing because what?
I need
Have I
ever cook
sweat-
sweat rice.
Have I sweat rice?
Have you ever cooked sweat rice before?
Have I cooked?
Sweat rice before. So, honey, all right,
I don't understand what's going on.
Let me explain something.
No.
Honey, sorry.
I feel very British right now.
Hold
Let me
on,
hide
hold
the
on,
flag
hold on.
because what's
We gotta explain what sweat rice is for
what
you
is
first.
sweat rice?
Right, so Annie, right? Sweat rice
Even
is
even
Hold
Karen
on,
Cole
no.
just laughing at me.
Sweat rice, right?
Yeah, it doesn't
Is
sound
when
appealing.
it is, right? Because in Obia terms, right? If a woman wants a man, right? She will do, sometimes they may go outside the box now in order to get a man.
So
You
listen,
understand me?
okay.
They'll go outside the box to get him man.
I need to be in
right?
this box, yeah.
So then what they're going to do, right? What they're going to do is sometimes they call it sweat rice, right? They'll say, oh, a woman make me a sweat rice, boy. No, I can't get you out my mind.
Oh,
You understand me?
okay,
I always have to go back
What?
to that sweat rice. You see?
I can.
But the sweat rice is what they say, right? Is that the woman will take her underwear that
Oh.
she's worn,
Oh.
right? And she goes drop it in the pot
And
of rice
steam it.
and steam it and stir it up inside it to make sure that's why they call it sweat rice. So all
Oh,
this
I don't think I'm about
and
that.
everything they will flavor the rice now.
I don't want a man that bad.
No, but trust me,
No,
this
I
is,
need to see that too
this is
long.
a
Here,
real
no.
thing.
They're serious thing, you know.
this is
No,
a
I hear
very
you.
serious thing.
I'm sure it's serious, but I don't do Obia.
It's not about the
No, it's not
Obia.
Obia.
It's-
Sometimes that thing is about flavor.
It's about
You know, you have origami, you have
So
You have
I'm not even gonna, so
you have all purpose.
what's that flavor?
Yeah?
What are you calling that
Nah,
flavor?
nah. As a man, I just cook my own
they call
rice.
it juice.
Nobody will cook
You
my
call it
rice.
juice?
The juice.
They call it juice.
That was so loud.
I eat no rice. I don't eat out. I tell you the shit.
Oh, that's right. You
I
want-
gotta be careful why
you
I
want
eat my
noodles,
food.
yeah?
Oh,
know.
so
You
you
want
don't eat
noodles?
rice?
What?
You want
Is,
noodles?
Yeah.
is this the reason why? This is why you have to make sure which people's
No,
house you eat
no,
from.
you have to be careful
'Cause
out there.
Just
Yeah,
you
but
want
you
to
might
have
get-
noodles.
sweat
Sometimes
rice.
you eat a food and when you belch, you want to sleep one time. That's a problem because when you're comfortable, it tap your soul.
Yeah.
It hit your soul and slap on the head there now, boy.
So what I've got from this is, in order for me to get a man, I need to start boiling my knickers in rice.
I never
I don't know. What's my way?
I don't know.
That's
way
not what
with
we're
it.
talking
That-
about, Annie.
I don't know about
Annie,
you.
wait. How you?
Look at-
Wait.
Wait,
this-
Annie, wait. Put last week panty in the pot there, like we cook. We making
that
a
what
peel out. No. But
Yes.
the grand scheme of things is just like, well, the concept Obia was talking about, like, it's not about Dutch, so it's like it's speaking about. So Obia is talking about, like, in the Caribbean, Obia is like seen as a negative thing.
I know,
But
but
what I learned from the French islands is that
It's not
Obia could be
negative.
a good thing as
Of
well.
course,
There's
yeah.
good Obia as
Of
well.
course.
So the
that
concept
much I
was
get with, yeah.
the concept was speaking about like being in a relationship and it's like you want to walk away, but every time you try to turn that, you draw back to that. You know
just
what I
have
mean?
the thing that
And I was so like sensitive about releasing this song. I was so like, no boy.
Why?
Because I felt it was a
because
bit
the connotations
personal.
of it, you know?
Like I felt as an artist,
connotations of
it
it.
was too like if somebody listen, they say, but you see going through some shit in your life.
Yeah.
No, if you understand,
Yeah,
you know Caribbean people is already now, boy.
What woman had juicy like that, boy?
How she have him stupid so?
Bazodi.
Who brought up the knickers?
He goes
Sorry,
through,
but
yeah,
you-
yeah, telling you. No, fire.
No.
I never had no boiled knickers in my tune. I never eat no boiled knickers, no boiled panty. I never eat that. I can tell you that for sure. There was no sort of infused seasoning in my dishes.
What was you talking about? The shadow? Was it shadow?
There was no infused seasoning in my dishes.
How you gonna know?
Well, wait, how
No,
do you know?
I did. Nobody can cook for me, sister. No, I tell you
That's
shit.
probably where you get the inspiration to write this song.
No. I wrote this song for people.
I think that's where you get the inspiration.
I wrote this song for people. So big up to Wetty, big up
So
to
that all of you
the
from the same pot?
I don't know about, no, they...
So what? You went to an international scene just eating out sweet liquor rice. Sorry, I'm actually crying. Oh my gosh.
No, she said, me Wetty and it's all the same rice. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it was a creative expression that was elaborated through the concept of pots.
Hey, let me stick to the cue card, Jay. Let me stick to the everything
That was on the cue card.
Listen.
It was a concept explored.
Well, all I can say is that
It was a concept explored through day-to-day life connotation.
I'm actually choking on the podcast.
No.
All I can say is that the obia in that song worked because I love that song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Give thanks, man.
There you go.
See, you
Thank
never make
you.
a sweat rice.
He may not admit it, but whoever did the
But
sweat, what do you
hold
call
on.
it? Sweat rice.
Nobody never give me no sweat rice, girl. I telling you that.
We believe you now, boy. We believe you.
I's a vegan when it come to this.
Wait,
But-
rice is vegan.
No. Rice is not vegan. Sometimes.
how
It
come rice
depends.
not
It depends on the
vegan?
rice. It depends on what is you have in the rice.
Basmati, long grade.
That's vegan.
What you mean?
Probably brown rice. It's brown rice you use.
No better. White
Like
rice, I want to
hard
see
brown
everything.
rice. Oh, yeah.
Hear the song, Obia, Obia.
Remember
I'm
when you
gonna
say-
listen
I'm
to
say
that.
tired of
back
the
in the
pain and the constant violation. This relationship after that. Nobody it was an expression, man. You know what? And so many people gravitated to this concept. Like I was shocked. I ain't gonna lie, cause I felt exposed now, boy.
Yeah.
And so many people like gravitate, like it meant a lot, man. So big up to Wetty, big up to International Stephen. Big up to them Vinci for the video production. And yeah, man, it was a classic.
It is
It is still a classic.
Give thanks.
It is a
As
classic.
it is still a classic. And I said I love the little dance.
Yeah.
You know, so we talk about those tunes, right? Within the UK soca, you feel as if, well, those songs get enough forwards from being played in parties and things? Be honest, you know.
Personally, like I'm a person where I have created certain lanes and avenues now within the scene here in the UK. Internationally, I've been given the love. You know, I have certain contacts and I've always been given that love. But the UK is such a niche market where there's a lack of content. There's a lack of quality of the artists that produce the works now, boy. So
Yeah,
there
that's
is not
fair thing to
demand
say.
for it. So, you know, like you have Grenada Carnival, where there's a release of, Grenada and Soca, St. Lucia, Trinidad. In the UK, there is not demand for
No.
what comes out of the UK. So because
But
of
we
that
have
now,
enough artists
we
there.
have to. We have, but
think-
when you regard what you regard as an artist, somebody who could release a song or somebody who works a song. There's a difference,
I'm not gonna comment.
right? There's a difference. Everybody could be anybody, and everybody could be an artist, you know. But is who really like champions this song as like perform? Like, could you go on stage if you was put in front of a crowd who didn't know soca? Could you sell that concept? How many people could actually sell that? And that's the conversation we have in. You know, and for me, it's like that is what it takes for here because this market is not receptive towards what is being released as in soca. Because it's not main culture, it's not popular culture.
Yeah.
It's niche. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for me, it's like until you're willing to understand that you are going to be the driving force to a music or a genre that is underrepresented or that it's not popular culture, you know, you will always have a kind of battle to fight now, boy, where
Yeah.
you're pushing at something, you know?
So wait, I listened to you, but I don't think I got a proper answer. Do you think you get enough support from the UK soca scene?
Me personally,
Let me be direct, and I want a direct answer.
I mean, I believe I get support where it's necessary. So I'm on the biggest shows in the UK. So any big event there is in the UK, Triniboi Jooice has been on there.
And I will
know,
say that I feel like, in comparison to some of the artists that are in the UK, you kind of like, people always say there's the UK artist and then there's the international artist.
Yeah.
And now you are even though you're a UK artist, you get treated like an international
No,
artist.
100, and that's been always my like when I started this thing from 2009, right? So some people would have been in secondary school still, you know what I mean? Some people are young,
That
you know
was
what I mean?
me.
Right? But when I started this thing, like part of my clothes, and I'll give you an example, like Soca Frenzy, for instance, right? I headlined Soca Frenzy about 3-4 times before, right? Soca was popular culture here. So Soca Frenzy was a buzz. Friday night, everybody will come on line round the corner, big up to Matches, Shaker,
Yeah.
big up to the whole team, Rasta Ken, the whole
Yeah.
team, right? I headlined there 2-3 times before I had the bottle overhead, before I had anything, right? And part of my clause was there were certain things that I implemented within my contract, which was promotion. Like, if you put in whoever artist is on the bill, visually, I have to be seen. Contractually, I need to have a green room in the back, a rider, drinks. So I had certain standards within. Big up to Mike Forbes and Chocolate Nation. Because with Blacks, that was one of the first shows where I was able to implement that, and he supported it.
Yeah.
You know, so there was a lot of people, even on the Poison in the UK. I don't know if you remember, if you know about Poison back in the day.
Yeah, ask
Chad,
them questions because you know I was there again.
I know you was there. You understand what I mean?
Real bad.
So
Real bad.
like Chad, Alvin, Kanata, these guys were part of that team. And for me, it was like the way I was represented was more important than who I am as a person. It was like I want certain treatment and marketing, branding,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
in regards to the question you asked, which is the support, like the UK is secondary to the bigger picture. Right? And that might seem controversial, but
That's what
in
I
the
was like,
sense of when I say secondary, it's like a lot of people will go to the islands and experience what's big there and then bring it back here.
Yeah.
Trends are not set here. Trends are
100%,
embraced here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trends are not set here, but they are embraced here.
Yeah.
You understand? And from an artist perspective, somebody might go to Trinidad and see a certain artist perform and be like, wow, and then come here and
then
treat them
just
like God.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know what I mean? Like, if you had embraced what was here already, you would need that transition now, but you know what I mean? So I give thanks to the people who do support me. I'm doing my thing. There's no other artist in the world of soca has done what I've done in regards to international mainstream media here in the UK.
Yeah.
With
Agreed.
The Voice, you know what I mean? Nobody's done that, those numbers.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, it's not even an ego thing about like that, but I know my importance to this industry and
Yeah.
I'll
How will
continue
you
to
just
I
do
don't
get
even know.
started?
I know. I don't even know
just
if we're
getting
sliding
started.
onto this next. But speaking about no other artist has done what you have done. Queen's Jubilee.
Yeah,
What other soca artists performed there?
never. In the
How
history.
did that happen?
Big up to my plugs to Lantia, big up to Antia, Hudson, big up to I'm also an ambassador for Nottingham Carnival too, eh? So that's because of the work I do. But it's funny. So Lord Kitchener, when he first came here, he sang a tune called London is the place for me, Papa da 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 on the Windrush. Now, Lord Kitchener's son is Colonel Robert, so he produced a lot of hits for Marsha Montano. So Matthew Phillip, who's the chair of Nottingham Carnival, had reached out and said, you see, we want you to sing. And I was like, well, yeah, they get Colonel. And he said, boy, Colonel can't come, so you use the next man. And it's so funny because I had a conversation with Colonel.
Yeah.
And Colonel said, you see, you over there, are you doing anything on a certain level? Daddy go be proud. From time he told me that.
Yeah.
The thing is that we speaking about a maestro who cultivated soca music and cultivated calypso music. And we need to give him a little bit more praise than that. Lord Kitchener.
The Lord Kitchener, yeah.
In terms of his musical genius, every single song that he has written and composed and sang can be played on the pan.
Yeah.
Every single song. Because he was that much of a musical genius, and the argument would always be who was better between him and Sparrow. Well, sorry,
Yeah.
the mighty Sparrow. You understand? For me, Lord Kitchener was always better because Sparrow would always like to sing about sweated rice and thing.
Yeah. No, and I mean, it's all down to, it's like preference.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and as you mentioned, you know, when Colonel Roberts reached out to me, like, that's my personal friend, by the way. So I worked with Marsha Montano and Colonel Roberts in 2012. You know, Marsha wanted a certain song of mine, and I was home for 6 months, and the business didn't go how it's supposed to go now, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And from then I knew that I had something, like,
Yeah.
based on 2011 into 2012, that when we had the lockdown.
Right.
That when we had the emergency state of
Emergency state
emergency,
in Trinidad.
right? And from then I knew like I had something based on the feedback and communication. But fast forward into 2022, you know, it was like they reached out to me because I just come off The Voice. So the Voice didn't air as yet, right? The Voice didn't air as yet. But I did the Queen Jubilee, and it was an honor because the steel band, it was a 100-piece steel band from who is like the first steel band to ever come out to Europe to promote the steel pan, right? Taspo was the original band, but they used, I believe, 100 musicians from the UK to represent from different bands to play these two songs, and they wanted me to be the vocalist.
It's
you know,
amazing.
and it was it's funny because the woman who was doing the song check now and wiring me up, she said, "Hey Trini, how are you?" And I'm looking at her like, "I don't know you, girl."
I love the voices.
But yeah, she did the voicing for me at The Voice.
Right.
really?
So, you didn't
So
buy
she
the real
might
life.
me up for The Voice for BBC. So she was
Yeah.
like, for ITV, sorry, and this is
Yeah.
a BBC thing. So
Yeah.
she was like, "Hey, I remember you from the," and it was like, "Oh yeah, we worked a couple months ago." So it was like a whole, you know, like 360. But that was amazing. It was
That's good.
amazing. I performed just before Ed Sheeran, which was the finale, before the Queen did her handshake, and she, you know, she hand,
Yeah,
the wave.
Yeah,
the wave, yeah.
No other artist could ever say they ever do that. I did that here, and I'm based here. And to me, it's like, I'm prideful, I'm proud.
Of course, you should be.
Because
Very.
It's
Soca
another
is a
testament
popular
of the work
culture,
that you
and
put
it
in.
is.
Of course.
And the trust that
Yeah.
people have in
And it's
you.
the recognition that people have for your talent and the work that you've been putting in. As you said, you're not just, you're an artist that's been doing this for
And to
a
represent,
long time.
Yeah, and to represent
And
the
She Majesty
Caribbean
before
culture.
she...
Her Majesty before she dead.
I was going to be a bit more
Oh,
polite
God,
than
before
that,
she
but...
passed away. All right, sorry. But she dead.
I know.
She dead.
Before she died. I know.
Before she died.
Okay, because she died.
Before she died.
Before she died. But no, we are not talking things, man.
What
Before she
kind of
died.
Trini language before she died?
Oh yeah. If all you didn't realize by now, right? There's a JB influence going on in this podcast. this
Before she
evening,
died. No, but she's like...
JB
and
just
it's
wants
so
us
funny.
because...
It's so funny. Here how the world has work. Tomorrow, I'm flying down to Trinidad and Tobago because I have to sing for the king's birthday.
Right.
Prince Charles' birthday, the king.
In China.
King Charles. King
Yeah.
Charles, right? Not
Yeah,
Prince Charles. King Charles.
King now, yeah.
In Trinidad. So I'm flying to Trinidad tomorrow for the British High Commission. So big up to the Queen, big up to Lizzie, as I say, Lizzie.
Lizzie, yeah.
That's my bedroom.
Listen, Lizzie's my bedroom too. Big up Lizzie.
Big up to Lizzie.
Yeah, and her son.
And she's son and she's stepdaughter.
Huh?
Yeah, they get she's stepdaughter.
I will never
They
do
say
that.
she's the ultimate side though. Anyway.
Wait. What? This is a shot of Soca. All right? This is a shot of
The
Soca.
ultimate side.
Behave.
It's coleslaw,
Be-
potato salad.
Behave now, boy.
Watch when this whole thing
Yeah.
gets looked up. If there's not another episode after this, just know this is
Did you see?
there's,
Ay. Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure you have a question, Tom.
No,
Sorry.
don't worry.
Sorry.
We learn our
listen.
marinade right now.
Sorry,
we learn our marinade.
No, that's fine.
Let him sue me.
But then it's amazing. I said it is like there's not many artists that can. I'm trying to. Yeah, there's not many artists that can say that they've been put. You're not even listening to me. I'm really trying.
All right.
Let me think
Hold on,
soon,
hold on,
man.
hold on. Let me switch it a minute, right? So we know that your resume is building, right?
Deep, yeah.
It's rolling deep right now. But when you step on the road for carnival, right, and you're in that atmosphere, right? How does it make you feel to be in that atmosphere of carnival? Not as an artist, eh?
Yeah.
As
What was the
you.
last carnival you went to just to enjoy?
Yeah. Think about that, right? Think about that for a minute. Oh, you need something to help you?
No, I haven't.
No, don't worry. I'll get something to help you.
Yeah.
We will go with higher than high,
Yeah.
and then you go tell me how you feel after that.
Come on, man.
All right? We will go higher than high, and then tell me, because I feel it go jog your memory about the sweetest carnival memory right there. They go jog your memory. They go jog you. You know? When you hear that first little drum there, the kettle drum. Tup, 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 tup. What you ready to do?
Fly, Up in all the sky, Good old boy.
More hour too. Walk with the little flag,
I
yeah.
have a flag on my chest. I
We
can't.
gonna spread those pennies.
Carnival morning, I'm gonna be right there by your side.
Pin jumping, waving.
Oh my gosh. Railway sign.
Everybody put your hands up. I remember pelting waste.
I to see. I tell you, what happening.
I pelt so much waste. You know when you're cooking, and you just cook?
I do cook, yeah.
You can cook anything?
I can cook.
You know them big spoon, you know the big spoon? You know when you... you know when you... And Carrie, people like to hit the pan, bling, 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 you know, like, you want to show off as you cook now, boy. I remember hearing that song and just whining, like, I was whining so much. You ever leave your body when you're whining? You know, like, you ever whine and leave your body there now, but watch your body, and your body still just pelting, like, higher than high is what.
You moving like Dr. Strange.
Yes. In the multiverse.
I don't want to
morph. Any multiverse.
I tell you that wine is real. I tell you the multiverse wine is real.
I was in the Trolltiverse. Brother, watch that.
Listen, we've discussed the multiverse
Super,
wine before.
I tell you, honestly. You see with that song, I will never forget. I had a crew I moved with from South, from Point. And we went to the stadium and watched Marshall. And I take off my jersey, bare back in the people, confetti, and waving. I dislocate my shoulder about 4 or 5 times, you know. My hand's still in the air waving till this day, you know. My hand's still there, I go and collect it. And I wind up. What's that? I wind up my soul, you know. I'm telling you. And that was the best feeling, like, where it was like, yo, this is like euphoria. Like, this is the highest height. Like, you know, so many drugs to take them to
Yeah, we don't need that.
like, the music
Yeah, it
took
can take
me.
you,
Like,
yeah.
I was gone. Yeah, them like, what the English boy? Them like, I come from with some South brothers, right? And it was like, yo, like, that's when I realized, I said, I want to be an artist because this height, I understand. Like, it means so much to me now. Forget the spotlight and the brands and the lights and this and that. It's about the energy that you transcend now between the audience and the supporters now, boy.
Yep.
And you as
And
an
how they
artist,
feel your music and
and
yeah.
how they feel
Yeah.
and how they embrace it.
Yep.
And High was like
Yep.
the the greatest.
Yep.
So they say that's what made you fall in love, totally fall
That
in love
made
with
me
soca.
fall in love. That kickstart me being a creative, 100% as an artist to sing. I said, nah, I could do that.
Because you got to give special mention to the other song that you put on the rhythm, which is Bum
Song.
Bum Song
For
by
Bungie Garland.
Bungie
The one for the
Garland.
bomb. And it
Explosion.
and it
Dingole.
was like the Movado and the Vibes Cartel of Soca at the time. Bungie Garland, like, and even to this day, last night I did a show with them, big up to Bungie and Fayan at Colors Band Launch. And Bungie has always been like, to me, is like, the way how he performs, like, he's not your conventional artist. You know, your conventional song, nice,
No.
look good, like Kes.
No,
like
he's a
Kes.
lyricist.
Right, don't tell she can say lyrical to she and she go respond. Say lyrical.
No, but Lero not even. She like Lero. Them a bedroom stuff. You like Lero? Them a post a bedroom now. Devon Matthews.
I'm just gonna look cute in the corner.
Devon is my bedroom. Like,
Listen, government names. Hey.
alright.
I just say it
Lero
now.
is my bedroom.
Hey. Wait, I was gonna be so cheeky anyway.
You like Lero?
This is
She want to look back. I'll tell you. She want to look back.
with the eye contact.
With the eye
And I
contact.
love this spot, look back.
Yeah.
So all you think, anyway, I wanna
I'm sure you have
Big
a
up my
question you need to ask.
big up my brother Lero. Lero. Big up
Little.
Lero.
No.
But what I was talking about, she
Listen,
threw me off.
I didn't. She threw you off because
She-
you mentioned Kes saying that Bungie is a different type of artist, and I said he's a lyricist.
Yeah,
you
he's a
mentioned
lyricist.
Kes, and then he said
Kes is
that.
a more sweet, nice, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but that's
Like,
not that's not him.
Nah, Bungie is like for me is like the desperado, the different, the
He's
different.
To me, he's like in my head, I'm comparison. He's like the grime of soca. Like
Yeah,
he's the
100%.
hardcore, real
100%.
like.
And his
not
his
yeah.
lyrical
Yeah.
ability, a lot of art. Like Bungie brought that whole freestyle to clash on Soca Man like Night Contra to Soca. So in Antigua, St. Lucia, wherever you go in the islands and you hear that verse, is Bungie's the one who
Listen, I've heard the
really-
man freestyle about a car parked outside that needs to be moved, and I was just
Yeah,
like,
Bungie different. Bungie's a different
yeah, the way
breed.
his mind
Like,
works
and as
is-
an artist, like for me as a mentor, like he's been one of my mentors within the game. Like maybe not directly, but indirectly into like what he's done, and you know, just his style and how
And
he
he
uses
stays true to himself.
how he and how he uses popular culture to influence, you know. I look up to Bungie. Yeah.
Well, you should, as everybody should. You know, the man's worked so hard.
He's a
know?
legend, man.
Yeah, he is a legend. He's
Yeah.
a legend. You know,
Say where
as we
going
say
next.
legend, right? You created a song, right? That is growing. You know, because I was in Ibiza earlier on. I want to say earlier on. Just the other day, I was
As
there.
in, he arrived in the country
And,
yesterday because he left me, but we're not going to talk about that.
I'm not going no small pet. Let me extend my bolt.
I just try to keep this thing real calm and thing.
Yeah,
Annie,
what's some,
You know me already.
Annie, I told you I was going,
I know.
right?
So
She
I didn't
said,
ask for no permission because I don't need no
take no more.
permission.
I don't need to give you
Someone
permission,
go
but doesn't mean I can't cuss.
mad.
I look you
I
on
tell her when I see me, I have the right girl for that.
But your tune Massacre, right? I know that's Annie's one of Annie's favorite tunes there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tune.
But Annie does a stush. Annie's stush in the party. And I'll never see Annie.
you never see she mash up and thing.
Never.
Never. Don't worry.
Wait,
Don't
you
worry.
call me
Annie looking like in the corner there with the prosecco and the,
Yeah,
the champagne.
champagne and thing.
Champagne and thing. Yeah, sit down. Take the shit.
When them Prosecco bubbles hit you, watch.
Annie looking like this stush type still.
I'm not
Annie, you just
stush.
spelled with something and get on bad.
Yeah. Listen, look, come we fit
Yeah,
together.
come on,
Wait
one
now.
station
Let me
too.
fit
Watch
together.
my producers. Are they hearing this, right? Carib culture. Carib culture. Are you all hearing this? And he just said, yeah, I just went and get on bag. How much time we actually? How much time we actually?
I don't go in no small
Yeah,
fetch
yeah.
a big.
No.
Then my apologies.
What
Big
I've
neck
said
with
is
big claws
that
going
I
overhead
will
like
enjoy my wine. I will enjoy my wine by myself.
Annie not going no small fat. It's only big fat.
I will go to anything. I'm not.
But let me introduce
This
the
is not
song.
about me.
Hold on, let me
Anyway, play the
introduce.
song.
Hold on, let me introduce the song. You
Put
understand?
me
man?
under pressure.
Big up to the Grenadian Soca Monarchs, the one multiple monarchs, Looney Spark and
Looney
Electrify.
Spot, yes.
Big up to Wetty. This
Yep.
is Super Saiyan Rhythm.
Yep.
A classic within Power Soca.
Listen, classic now, 100%.
Boise,
There was what,
Skinny,
2?
Problem, myself, Wetty.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Super Saiyan Rhythm.
Yeah.
We say,
Yeah,
man.
I had two because I had the UK side of it as well. The UK artist and Super Saiyan.
What's
too.
our next?
You know, you're forgetting Terra, you're forgetting Pajot.
Right. Big up, big up, big
all
up.
them on that rhythm as well. you
Big
know?
up, big up.
Yeah, can't forget them.
Big up
Let me
the
jam
team,
it,
big up
Massacre.
everybody.
Massacre.
Oh, yeah,
as
the
we
second
reach
part,
me
yeah,
here,
part 2.
God. That's why I said there's 2 parts. It was so
sorry,
good that
sorry,
there
oh,
was
go
2
on,
of
go on.
them.
You're going to cut my tail then. All right. All right. Big up to Terra, big up to
We don't cut it
Pajo.
here. JB
Who
not
else?
doing that already.
Who else on it? Terra,
So it's
Pajo. and
Terra,
who else?
Terra,
Pajot.
yeah.
Who else
Yeah.
is on there?
Not Kaylee.
No, I don't
Not-
think
not
Katie was on that
Katie.
one.
Katie.
I like Kaylee vibes, you know.
We
Listen,
get there yet.
we've already spoken about
We
Katie
get
many
there yet.
times on here.
So we're going with Massacre. With
Massacre.
that tune is bad. I like that tune. So we go jam to that. Shout out Soca, Triniboi Jooice, Massacre.
Looney Spark and Electrify.
You hear your voice there?
That was awful.
Junk already. Oladi, junk already. Yeah, this song there.
I will sing the whole song to you. In
Yeah.
fact, the artist is here.
You know the road code, tell me what's the dress code. Mass is the code, we pocket download. Girls link up, we ready for drink up. Liquor in we cup, mass turn up, soon as we reach.
Massacre.
As we reach
That's my party.
Vegas.
But remember last year he was on Just Vibe stage and we was in Greenwich. You know, we're gonna be get there again this year in August. And you performed that. You know, you were the headline performance in terms of the because we had all
Yeah,
most
you had
of the
the whole-
UK
yeah.
soca artists combined.
Yeah.
You know, and for you making sure that everybody share that stage with you.
Bring
at the end of
everybody
it.
on.
Yeah.
Tell
me what the dress code.
Mass is the code and we pocket download. Girls link up, we ready for drink up. Liquor in we cup, mass turn up. Soon as we reach, massacre. As we reach, we head forward, come take over. As we reach, we head
Wait, that way, man, like that way. I think it is.
come to wreck it all over. We come here to
This is the whole new one. Wow. I'll keep it. That's this one.
plenty vibes when the team link up.
I'll get it. Yeah, play, man. Play. Sandwalk and wine like you don't give a. We don't want no behavior, hunting like a scavenger. Everything coming we way is the fit up and take over. The ladies looking hella hot at raise the temperature. The atmosphere was nice, so because I must say, we patiently waited to party for so long. And now so we get party, we go party to the ground. If freedom is wildness, is best vibe, feel niceness. Carnage we started, and police can't stop me, so long they reach. Come on,
Let's
man.
see. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Wow. Now you see, that's when it is you know an artist love his music and loves his craft. That every moment he gets, or he or she gets, to sing,
Or they,
or
them.
to collect, to connect with anybody and everybody. They will take the opportunity and you see, oh, look at the joy in your face. Watch here. We know JB have a repertory response. I will keep saying it because I see it. It's just so your dog's back it. Where's that potong? Where's that?
Wait. What happened?
Don't tell me.
What kind of alarm is that? 'Cause that was like back home dogs.
No, we on live now. So somebody wanted to come on the live.
And
But
then
like they are potong and
Where's that potong?
they are kind of straight dog in the yard now, boy. But they control on the dog.
They try to jump over the back fence.
Muscle the dog. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Big
but
up our fourth, our fifth, what I was gonna say our fourth guest. You know, the fourth person on the podcast and their dogs.
Them potong and them ne. It's bully beef them no eating it.
that is seriously a TV moment right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's a TV moment. So Massacre, right? Did you write that?
Yeah, co-wrote.
Co-wrote with who?
Sorry, with Looney Spark and Electrified out of Grenada. So what happened is we did the rhythm, and he was like, "Juicy, yeah, this rhythm. What do you think?" I said, "Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, whatever. Play it down now." And then I hit up Looney. I was like, "So Looney Spark is like, he's one." Soca Malaka in Grenada.
I've been sitting here trying to think what the name of the song is.
This
I
thing,
can't think of it. I can see him in the video because he's dressed like a madman.
I don't know.
But yeah, it will come to me. But
So Looney Spark co-wrote it.
Electrified.
yeah,
Electrified co-wrote it. Sorry.
Looney Spark and Electrified, they're brothers.
You're
yeah.
right.
Like, I've always been fans of them. So I told him, I say, bro, what you have a rhythm? I think it makes sense for us to do something. We think, and we was back and forth in concepts. Something to mash up. And he's like, Massacre. I was like, Massacre song like death, like killing people, boy. And he's like, nah, bro, like the party. Mash up the party. It's a massacre. I was like, yeah. and he was actually in the studio the time
I was
when
gonna
recorded
say
my
I was
verse.
in the studio with you, and to watch you work was a joy.
And I kind of like, we patiently waited to party for so long. And now, sir, forget party. We
Literally.
go party to the ground. Freedom is wildness. Is best vibes. Real niceness. Carnage. We started. And police cast up. Because we reach. Massacre. And she was there. And it was like, for me, it was just about that expression of feeling locked down and being free now, boy.
Just let go.
Let go.
Let
Bring
go.
all the inner wajang inside of you, now, boy.
And the
The wajang
energy
was
you
always
had in
there.
the
The
studio.
wujung. It's not even wajang, the wujung. You understand? And yeah, no, I give thanks to big up to Looney Spark because he kind of like showed me like from their perspective what would make sense now, boy. And it was
Yeah.
for us to internationally collaborate on a song, and then it hit the ground, boy, and like it hit the ground running, and you know, even over here in the UK, like a lot of people embrace the massacre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said to you in Ibiza. Yeah,
It was
they
a big-
definitely.
Yeah.
It was a massive response in Ibiza as well when it was played.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
nice.
Big up
That's
to them.
nice. That's nice. You know, so we in 2023 now, right? And we know that you've released something earlier this year in time for Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. You know, Wine in Parish.
Yep.
You know, that tune there. I'm gonna say it tonight. I hear that tune long before.
A year before, yeah, this
You know,
song.
a year
Listen,
before I
Super
was
Trini
given
gets
that
the
tune.
exclusives.
Well,
Annie, if you're a DJ, you'll get that too.
Listen, watch DJ Anime soon come.
oh,
I've been saying it for a long time. I might as well do it.
And
Enough people have been telling me you need to DJ. So
Selector Annie in the house.
Annie just give her this.
You know, but that tune, Wine in Parish, off the heels of Bottle Overhead, you decided to go down that route with Wine in Parish. Was it difficult to, based on how successful Bottle Overhead is, right?
Definitely
to
still
step
is.
into Wine in Parish, did you feel as if, well, you need to put a little bit more effort in there, or you just say, you know what, let me make sure I put out something that I believe is of my quality, and however it goes, it goes.
Yeah. Fabulous question still. The funny thing is, Wine in Parish was written before Bottle Overhead. Yeah. But I released Bottle Overhead after.
yeah. Did
I
you say
released
Bottle Over the
Bottle
Head was
Overhead
written?
first.
Was
Right.
yeah.
And I had Wine in Parish in the bag all the time, at the same time.
So you must have had it for a long time.
100%.
Because did you say Bottle Over the Head was there for a little while before
For
you
a year
released that
before
as
we
well?
released
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm a person like, we write and put things down, shelve it now, boy. And based on time and how the vibe is, we release.
Yeah.
with Bottle Over was special because we went into COVID and it became the people's anthem. It was the last thing that people heard before the lockdown, so it resonated deeper. You know, the unfortunate thing with that is that with Wine in Parish is my hardest tune that I've ever written till this day. And it was the most easiest tune, but it was the hardest song because it was so simple.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a complicated person, so I express myself in different ways now when I write. With Wine in Parish, because it was so simple, it was hard.
Yeah. I get you.
You know? And one of my things with the song was to highlight the culture. So with the visuals, I wanted to highlight Trinidad culture or Caribbean culture and British culture.
Yeah, I love the visuals.
With the video.
Yeah, I love the video.
You know? So I had the video like 2 years before it released. So all the like standpipe and like if you grew up in the Caribbean, you know about a standpipe bathing by the corner. You know what I mean? You know about galvanize, you know about walking on the road, you know about the mango tree, you know about there's certain the maxi, you know about certain things now that resonate deeper. But then when it comes to the UK, it's like concrete jungle. It's like estate.
Yeah.
It's like
everything looking the same.
I didn't want to make the visuals like
Everything
skin
the
out.
same.
Because I say Wine in Parish and dirtiness, I didn't want it to make it the expected like skin out. I wanted to make it like arty, like the dancers I use, like how they use their body, how it was embraced, you know? So
Yeah, you definitely
for
get
me, it was more than it was more than just an expression. It was like, yo, this is the art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wine in Parish, it didn't get the amount of airplay that anticipated. I mean, stream-wise, is still great. Like, it's amazing. You know, when we speak about Trinidad Carnival, which you asked initially, I wrote one of the biggest songs for Trinidad Carnival in 2023, which is Hall of Fame. Don't worry, lover. Don't worry, with Mickey Tesha, right? And the streams in comparison, Wine in Parish have way more than
Hall of Fame.
Really?
And the crazy thing is that because
like that shocks me, and I'm not even trying to be rude.
no, but Hall of Fame doesn't get played much here though.
No,
That's
it
what
don't.
in the UK, no.
And
it
that's the
doesn't.
thing. That's where we need to understand, like, in regards to markets, like, a little, even people would know. I did an interview with BBC One Extra or in December, before Christmas. And Hall of Fame, I played Wine in Parish, but I also played Hall of Fame because I co-wrote the song, right? And that kind of exposure, the song would not have gotten if it wasn't for me making certain links over here.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm being honest here.
Yeah.
Now, the song in Trinidad, one of the biggest songs for 2023 Carnival, but post that, do DJs play it here in events?
Not
No.
very much, no.
If they know now that I wrote the song, co-wrote the song with Tesha,
They will probably just get a little bit more plug
It might
because
get
of
a
the
little
UK.
bit more
you
extra.
know?
Well, now you know. Play the song. Thank you.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
There you
so
go.
but if people haven't heard Wine in Parish before, you know, on a shot of Soca, we always gonna make sure and drop a few lines of the
Come on,
tune.
man.
You
Yep.
know, so I
And
feel
make sure you check out the visuals because I love the visuals.
the visuals nice,
just
eh?
give thanks.
Yeah, it's
But
nice.
I will ask you about the parishes you use after. But
What's wrong with the
I just don't know what parishes the man used. He didn't really say which parishes. And I read my right now.
Welcome to the Wine in Parish. This is the dirty zone. Inside we don't want no stress. So throw away your phone. We speak in my body language, so don't break the code. Cause when the dirty behavior start revealing, everything gets exposed. Yeah, throw your hand up and give me dirty
Let me. You know, I like the song when I adjust my position to one.
Is it really? Triniboi Jooice.
Welcome to the Wine in Parish. Cause this is the dirty zone. Inside we don't want no stress. So throw away your phone. We speak in my body language, so don't break the code. Cause when the dirty behavior start
Everybody
revealing,
is trying to
everything
see me right
gets
now.
exposed. Yeah, throw your hand up and give me dirty. Baby, back and show me your dirty. Bring it to me.
There's the part right there. There's the part coming here. There's the part coming here. There's the part coming here.
This is the place for you to get dirty.
What we gonna do?
Push it back,
Back. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Push it back. Yeah, but what parishes you use though?
Well, I usually parish in Somalia, I went to Ethiopia, I went to Ghana, Nigeria, only
Oh dear.
Or was it M with the A?
I was like, if your name's into the A. You know, a trouble.
Hey, you see Bumba, he real bad though.
Yeah,
I look at it. If your name end with the then when mine over.
Behave. You know, so check out Wine and Parish.
Check out Wine and Parish, man. Now the
Triniboi
streams,
Jooice.
like, as I mentioned before, like I did Hall of Fame, big up to Tesha. He really came out as an artist this year. He's a wicked prolific writer, prolific
is, yeah.
producer, you know, prolific artist, you know, I give him the credits.
I agree.
So yeah, man.
So we're moving forward again into 2023. And you're here with us at the Shot of Soca, you know, and we really appreciate you giving us your time, you know, but now we got a premiere, you know, and we have an opportunity to premiere something, you know, with you, you know. So we're in the studio. We know you just bring out a new tune, you understand? And I was fortunate enough to see you perform it on stage already. You understand?
I've not been there yet, so.
Before,
I need to go no
and
way.
it's not everything is not about what did you get, Annie. I can get something first too.
I wasn't even
Gosh.
trying to make it about.
Like it's every time. Seriously? Listen.
Just forget I'm here. Continue.
get ugly.
Yeah.
Kill them, I do like ugly. I also think they were junkie.
All I was saying is I've not seen you perform it yet.
I never see me before,
So
man.
here we're going to hold on. Annie,
Wait,
Annie,
you never
hold
see
on.
me before, man. Don't
Watch
lie.
me. Drop some lyrics on Annie with this song. And I want you to introduce this song to everybody, to introduce this song to the world right now, you know, on a Shot of Soca. Triniboi Jooice.
Sasha, that's okay, me now. She said that she man is with another girl. Now it have me thinking, it's like you trade places, you doing the same thing. Baby girl, I know faces, cause I know what you did last night and night before. I see you doing your thing down on the low. If you see you, you're whining all on your toe, singing like mosquito. It's only you know. Secret. Brand new Soca 2023 and beyond. Triniboi Jooice, Shot of Soca.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we say secret.
Exclusive.
Let me listen to that, man. I think we need to hear the rhythm behind it too, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Watch now. Talk to me and I I find you like to be private, you know. My ears is yours. My business is mine and your business is mine. Wait now, what? I could be a secret carrier. Victoria's Secret carrier. Come on, tell me your secret. Wheel. I don't know about management. Wheel that, you know. I didn't sing this song out there.
I don't know where my Oh my God.
Singing the song.
Not like that, man. You say, girl, go up. Talk to me and I girl. I find you like to be private, you know. My ears is yours. My business is mine and your business is mine. 2. Wait now, what? I could be a secret carrier. Victoria's Secret carrier. Come on, tell me your secret. Better later go keep it. You don't know how to keep it. I tell man I want it. Secret carrier. Victoria's Secret carrier. Come on, tell me your secret. Better later go keep it. You don't know how to keep it. I know the story. She said that she man. With another girl. Now we have me thinking. It's like you trade places. You doing the same thing. Baby girl, I know faces. Cause I know what you did last night and night before. I saw you doing your thing down on the low. If you see you, you're whining all on me too. Singing like mosquito. It's only you know. I could be a secret carrier. Victoria's Secret carrier.
Let me get the second verse.
Yeah.
Let me get the
get some volume, get volume there. We had to pay for that volume more.
Secret carrier, Victoria's Secret carrier. Come and tell me your secret. Tornado go keep it. You don't know how you should know. She said, who is you to talk? I saw you in the court. And if you see your old lady, I'm all your joking. Motivation, living like elevator to me, you're no stranger. Cause I know what they did the night before. I saw you doing your thing on the low. If you see her, you're moving like Papi shoes. You keep like never before. I could be a secret carrier. Victoria's Secret carrier.
You like it? It's right? It's right?
I will give up my Scotch rice to this.
And he like is in portions.
Let me. I'll put
And
in
he
this
should
while I'm
give us-
making up my sweat rice.
What's that?
No. And he said she can she's the and he don't start to do that sweat rice.
But
You
remember
know.
she said Victoria. Yeah, remember you said Victoria.
And that's why I was busting up with the Victoria's
You know,
Secrets.
because
You like
Yeah,
Victoria's
yeah,
Secret? You like Victoria's Secret?
I mean,
No, I not said that. Not that mean. I asked, you like Victoria's Secret?
I don't wear Victoria's Secrets.
You don't mind or you like?
I don't wear it. It don't fit me.
Oh shit.
Oh gosh. No, where's the other one you say?
Victoria's Secret?
That one might fit me.
That bootleg. That bootleg.
Victoria's
Yeah, the
Secret.
bootleg
That
one
one might
go
fit
If you can't afford that, you bloody are good. If you can't afford Victoria's Secret, we have Victoria's Secret.
You know, so where was the inspiration to
Behind the song?
be on this song? Because let me ask you a question. You have any secrets or?
Plenty.
Plenty.
You have
I
plenty.
can,
What?
Huh?
I don't even know you, and I can tell you. Listen, I'm putting on my lip gloss. I don't know you, but you have plenty secrets.
Why you say that, Annie? Let me unpick that.
Listen, we don't have enough time on this podcast.
No, we have time. We making time. The way you light up them lipstick.
You're laughing at me there.
I know, Annie, why you say that?
We all have secrets, babe. That's what I mean.
You have secrets?
Of course.
Who's that? You
It's a
ask me
good thing
now.
I a Jehovah Witness. Anyway, so the concept of the song Secrets was like, again, I was in the studio with Wetty and we was like thinking of different concepts now, boy. And I was like, yo, I want to write something that's speaking about topics that we deal with day to day. You know, a lot of the times within our community, we might be in the same space with exes. And we afraid to express that. Because we partners, so we had to play nice.
Yeah, I play nice because the ex isn't, you know.
And it's like, I was speaking about,
Wait,
you know.
pause. So you're saying you got a new man. So I have a new man, but I'm with my ex-man. Is that what you're saying? The ex is still in the picture?
No.
No.
We saying that you might be in the same space as your ex.
Okay. Okay.
So your
Now I'm
ex
with you.
now might watch you in that kind of way where he know,
So
yo,
you should.
we have history.
But,
But
you don't have access
you
no more.
watching him now and you
Oh,
saying
no. That's why I've lost you.
no, but understand what I'm saying.
No, I get you.
You might watch your ex now and say, well, I am a new man now, forget you. But all they have history at the
Of
end of
course,
the day.
you still have your.
So
you
then
still
now
have your
you might
secrets.
see he girl. Your ex might come with that next thing now, with that white thing with that big bottom on she back.
With a who? I don't know what.
No, I'm being controversial. He might come with that white now, and she bottom on she back. And you watching she now as a woman, a black woman, and say, but how she shaped so she looking good. Yeah, envy her say, but say, oh, how he. So now you start to vent to he now, well, my man is you expose your thing in that.
exposing
And he's
yourself.
saying to you, but hold on, you can't vent to me when you doing your thing. You understand what I mean? So
Listen,
that's the
there's
whole
enough
concept.
people caught up in this situation.
Of course, Lee. Of course. That is why it's called secrets.
Yeah, listen.
who's
As
the
I
secret
said,
carrier?
we
I
all
could
have
be a
secrets.
secret carrier. Victoria's Secret
Or
carrier.
secret. What was it?
As the woman in Trinidad had on Victoria's Secret. Secret. No, but again, that's like I wanted to write a song about concepts that we deal with now, boy. And I don't want to jump and wave and whine. It's not all about that. It's about being creative with the simplest things, but
They're not simple,
catch.
like real back now.
No, but it's true.
It's
It's
real back
true.
now,
No,
but
it's true, but it's real back now. It's real
But
back
people
now.
can relate, and if once they can relate, yeah, you have a hit.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You know? So last night I did it. It connected well with the crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, man. And I'm here tonight to be on Touch Us. A shot of Soca. Yeah, man, a touch of Soca. A shot of Soca.
The touch of rum with a shot of Soca.
That
Now you get more than a touch there.
that carpet.
Listen, I'm ready to hear more of this song though in 2023.
I have plenty things like
So what else is coming out for this year? What else can we
for
expect from you?
2023, just Triniboi Jooice has a headline concert at the Shot the Royal Shotford Theatre the 25th of August. I'm doing multiple things, so multiple staple things. So I'm doing a show at the South Bank Centre on the 22nd of June, which is Windrush Day. I'm doing a Great Ortman Street, the
Yep,
Children
I love
Hospital.
that. Yep.
I'm doing something for the children and them on the same day as well.
Yeah, have
As
them
well as
wind up
I'm-
their waist to Soca.
You know, I wind. What do you mean on your bed? You had to wind up, you know. Them sheet and them, they had to move the sheet. Bring blanket. Hello. Bring blanket. Them nurse and them had to be busy that day. Hello. They say, but the nurse and them say, there's an overload of sheets on the floor. Why is the sheets on the floor? Because the
wind
patient
it off.
winding them off.
Wind it
Hello.
They
If you
slap.
have a pampers and all, wind off the pampers. No, but that's the intention, to take you away from the reality.
Of course, yeah.
You know, so
It's escape from realism.
escape from realism, you know. So I have a lot of things that I'm doing. A lot of different carnivals. So Preston Carnival, Barking Carnival, Chelsea Carnival, Nottingham Carnival. I'm doing a lot of staple things, man. I'm gonna be in Switzerland this year. I have a concert. Germany, I'm doing a big festival in Germany in July. A weekend here. Preston, the 28th of May. You know, so
It's coming up.
yeah,
Next weekend?
this week here, when this come out, but I am singing for the British High Commissioner
Yeah.
for the King's Day in Trinidad. So I'm
Yeah.
going back down tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, so we have to send you home soon so you can go home and pack.
Yeah,
'Cause,
the
oh, no,
pack.
I know you
I
ain't
ain't
packed
carrying
yet.
nothing for nobody. Because you
Tell
know
your mother
family
that.
like to do that. Yeah, Auntie Suzette.
Listen,
Auntie.
I have an auntie
Oh,
Suzette,
yeah, I stayed real
and she
quiet
gets
at
what
this
she
point,
wants.
eh? I stayed real quiet.
Yeah.
Because his mother was on the phone. I guarantee you, he going to take thing home for your
Of
mother.
course, listen,
He is
she
going
was
to
on
take thing home for your
FaceTime.
mother. He only
We
playing
all
thing on
said
camera
we
right
all
here.
said hi, auntie.
He is going to be taking stuff home for your mother.
He's just
You
acting up for
understand?
cameras now.
He just playing
I
thing.
know what it is.
He
That's not
playing
done that
thing.
before. I see you doing your thing on the low. If you see you, you're whining all on your toe. You're singing like mosquito.
You
like,
listen.
but yeah, it's big up. Like
You don't even know what you're trying to say, where you're at right now.
it's a lot. It's a lot happening.
That's good.
I have
booked and
over
busy.
25, 30 events that I'm doing over the next couple of weeks. You know, so
That's good.
I have to give thanks, man. And I'm releasing an EP this year, so which is like an album.
Yeah.
It's different though, very different to what you'd expect from me, but it's more so.
But we've heard different from you in the past, I swear. Like you've put out.
I've done collaborations like
Yeah.
Grime and
Yeah, exactly. You've
this
put
one
out-
and that Afrobeat and this and that, but this is a holistic album from me. And we pushing the boundaries, man. And again, like I say, like Ashota Soca is an amazing platform where you guys have highlighted artists within the industry, but also what you do, you're championing something great. And you need to be proud.
you.
You know what I mean? And I'm
Thank you very much.
I'm a huge supporter
Big
of
up Carib
that.
culture. Doo-boo-boo.
Big up Carib culture.
And my rad studios as well.
Yep.
And Myra
And the
Studios.
studios.
You know, it's years, you know,
And thank
in
you
the
to my
making.
wonderful co-host, you know. Thank you. Thank you.
Does that mean I need to say it back to you?
Nah, you don't say nothing back.
Okay, fine.
You guys
Hi.
are doing a fantastic job, you know what I mean? So
Thank you. My co-host.
You see how we show love in a different way sometimes. Sometimes. Can you make him a straight face?
It's the fact that everyone laughed that is what was so upsetting, but it's fine.
You know, everybody needs to laugh because they all know. They all know. But Triniboi Jooice, Thank you very much for taking the time. You know,
Always.
we
It's
really
genuinely been a
appreciate it,
pleasure.
you
Thank
know,
you for sitting down with
and,
us.
We look forward
I
to...
feeling real nice, but I had to go my pack, you know. But I feeling nice, I feeling light.
Make sure you pack yourself
Annie.
properly and you make your flight.
Annie, we're going on here.
What time's your flight tomorrow morning?
9:30.
Okay, that's this.
Anytime if I leave, you have to be in the airport for 7 o'clock.
It's the fact that he looked
You know
at
what?
his watch. I think that's time for us to be done.
You know what? Olia, thank you very much for being with us in a show of
Always,
Soca.
thank
Triniboi
you.
Jooice. Thank you once
Yeah.
again.
I'm gonna definitely come back in the heart of things as well. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like in the middle of Notting Hill Carnival, as again, I'm a Notting Hill Carnival ambassador for the culture. So I'm definitely gonna touch back in and
Yep. So
Look
we're
out,
gonna be
man.
So
active.
plug in and plug yourself in
I
one
know.
time.
Where can they find you? What's your socials?
at Triniboi Jooice.
The JB.
TRNIBOIGWC. Like once you hit me up on Instagram, Triniboi Jooice, you know that's the name. We're gonna tag it in the video so you know what to follow.
Listen,
you know what to see.
we'll make sure it's down
yeah,
there.
man, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
You know, my wonderful co-host Annie. Yours truly, Super Trini Vibes.
As always.
And we're gonna be leaving on the tune that it makes sense to finish on this tune by Triniboi Jooice. Last Walk. You know? And from the intro, I just whenever I hear this song, whenever I play this song, it just make me feel like I need more. But we good, but we want more.
Yeah, what?
You understand? So that's how we're gonna finish up the vibes. See us again soon on a shot of Soca, Carib Culture, Mara Studios. Thank you very much.
As always.
We're on the last walk. So let me take our last walk on it. Let me take our last one.
Last song. They say there's the last one. This song coming up. I ain't finished work. What you telling me? Man, I ain't ready to leave. I don't want the party over. No. I ain't ready to feel sober. No. My hands in the air. I see my friends anywhere. I don't care at all. Just play the music some more. I feeling like I go lose it, yeah. We don't really know what we doing, yeah. They say that the dance done. This is the last song. We have the most fights. Don't want to say goodbye. This is my worst fear. Now that the time's near, you don't have to go home, but get the hell out of here. No, no, the party can't over. No, no, I ain't ready to go home. Oh, so I go fret in the road. I fret it till I drop, fret it till I drop. Oh, I fret it till I drop, fret it till I drop. Oh, I fret it till I drop, fret it till I drop. Oh, I fret it till I drop, fret it. Everybody, we fret it till we drop. Oh, I fret it till we drop. Oh, we fret it till we drop, fret it till we drop. Oh, we fret it till we drop, fret it till we drop. Oh, we fret it till we drop, fret it till we drop. I feeling so free, so the music have me. I out with my team, and we just causing a scene. We don't want the party over, no. We ain't ready to be sober, no. Look what going on, woman and man getting on. I don't understand why you want to stop this jam. I feeling like I go lose it, yeah. Why you want to stop with music, yeah. They say that the time